And we say good morning to you. We're live again at Food City and Gray on a Food City Friday, ready to go. Warming up outside is going to be nice, or nicer than it's been. So we say hello to you. Got lots going on here. We're at the $5 Food City Friday sale. All kinds of good things going on here at Food City and all Food City locations, all across the 120 plus stores across 4 states, of course, Tennessee, Virginia, Georgia, and Kentucky. That's where we have our stores at Food City. And again, we're glad to be here with you live, Food City in Gray on a Food City Friday. And we've got the $5 sale getting ready to crank over. It is cranked up. It's here. It's all day long. And it's at all Food City locations. Again, as we told you, we got the sale paper right here. Again, we say good morning to you. Got lots to talk about in sports, college basketball, NFL. Of course, it's championship. Not the Super Bowl, but Championship Sunday, Championship Weekend. We'll tell you all about that. We've got college football, college basketball, local sports. We've got some NBA, National Hockey League, all kinds of stuff to talk about, all kinds of sports, not stuff. So here it is. Here's the $5 sale here at your local Food City, $5 Friday. And so we'll run down the specials coming up here in just a second. Well, we start a show dedicating the show to the man who hung on the cross. See behind us the Valentine's Day. We've got a whole display of Valentine's. We'll show that a little bit later on because we're inside of 30 days to the Day of Love of Valentine's. Your one-stop shop for Valentine's will be, of course, here at Food City with all the flowers and candies and you name it, they've got it here at Food City. And we'll tell you more about that as the show unfolds. Our verse of the day, we started the book of Psalms, Psalm 73. 23 through 26 is the verse of the day to get it started. It says, I am with you always. Always. I will always be holding your hand. I will guide you with my counsel, take you into my glory. I am the strength of your heart and your portion forever. Bing! I love it. Where is I found that. There's my cross bell. A little cheesy, but it works. I am with you always. I will always be holding your hand. I will guide you with my counsel and take you into my glory. I am the strength of your heart and your portion forever. I love it. Psalm 73, 23, 24, 25, and 26 would be where the verse of the day is located here on this Friday. Again, the 19th day of the month. Show number 670. The countdown's on. Food City 500. We're at 86 days from today. And the Daytona 500, we're 29 days out. We're going to be talking a little bit later on at the top of the hour. Our good friend Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR Fans Report at the top of the hour. Got lots of NASCAR to talk about. And so we'll tell you all about that and what's going on then with NASCAR. Again, we're 29 days out from the Daytona 500. Also, we're going to be joined a little bit later on by Ryan Presnell, the head baseball coach of Elizabethton. Again, his final visit with us because tomorrow night's the big event he's been promoting all week long here on the show. And we're very excited about that. And so we'll talk to Ryan coming up here in a little while. Also, our buddy Big Daddy Dale Hammond, the store manager here at Food City. He'll join us coming up here in a little while. And also, we're going to be joined from Cincinnati, our buddy Dave Martin, riding away with Dave from WLW Radio in Cincinnati. Here are some of the specials going on today and today only at all Food Cities. For example, Bakery Fresh Strawberry Shortcake, $5. You couldn't make it for $5. I'm telling you, that's a deal. At all Food Cities today only, Bakery Fresh Strawberry Shortcake, $5. Probably going to get one of those for the weekend. Fruit or veggie trays out of the produce department. Fruit or veggie tray. There it is. Let's see, where is it? It is right here. Fruit and veggie tray, $5 today at all Food Cities. New York strip, USDA Select whole or half New York strip, $5 per pound. One-day price today and today only for New York strip at all Food Cities out of the meat department. Also the Pepsi products, 6-pack half-liter bottles, 3 6-packs for $5 today only. Also, one of the great sponsors at Bristol Motor Speedway, Pinty's Chicken. Frozen Food City 500 or Pinty's Chicken. Selected varieties, one-day price, limit 4 per person today, $5. Armour potted meat or Vienna sausage, 2 for $5, limit 4 today at all Food Cities. Also, that's on the front side. Of the back side, Gatorade, 8-pack of 20-ounce bottles, $5 today at all Food Cities. Also, mild Tennessee Pride sausage patties, limit 2. 30 patties to a box, limit 2 boxes, $5. Also, you have Cottonelle bath tissue or Viva paper towels, 6 rolls of paper towels or 12 rolls of bath tissue for $5 today at all Food Cities. And if you have a need for cat litter, Fresh Step litter, let's see, 8 to 14 pound, I guess it's a box or a bag. It looks like a box with a carry-on handle, a Fresh Step litter box, 8 to 14 pound box, limit 2 for $5 again today at your Food City. Love it. And also you've got the John Gold apples out of the produce department, 8-pound bag, $5 today and today only at your local Food City. Those are some of the specials, and folks in here already, and of course it's all day long, and the sales are good through store closing midnight tonight. Live at Food City in Gray again on this Food City Friday. Again, it's a $5 Friday. Also, don't forget where you can get your tickets right here at this particular Food City and all Food Cities for the upcoming Food City 500. Get your tickets right here. And, of course, when you do, here it is, buy your tickets for less at Food City for the Food City 500 coming up. Again, what do we say, 86 days away. Again, April Food City 500 tickets are $50 for adults, $10 for kids 12 and under. Also, the Fitzgerald Glider Kit 300 and the Zombie Auto 125, the doubleheader on Saturday, April the 14th. Those tickets here at Food City for adults are $30. For kids, get in free. How about that? Free admission for the Xfinity Series race in the spring. And that'll pack them in there because the kids, that's your future of the sport. Get the young people plugged in and get them involved. And so that's what's coming up again. And those tickets are available here. And don't forget, when you buy any ticket at Food City, every ticket purchased at Food City gets shoppers 500 additional value points in our Food City value card and are redeemable to save on fuel and groceries. How about that? Good deal. And so that's what's going on again. Every time you buy a ticket at Food City for the Food City 500 or the Fitzgerald Glider Kits 300 or the fall races, you get 500 points put on your value card. Today you've got regular $2.35. Right now, if you got 150 value points today, you can get your gas regular unleaded for $2.20. Regular $2.35, but with the discount today, $2.20 at your local Food City. So that's a good deal. Quick break. We'll be right back. Our first stop. We'll take a look coming out of the chute. Right after our first break, we will take our first look at college basketball from last night. Buccaneers won, Bucks won, Lady Bucks won, Lady Vols didn't win. And we'll tell you all about top 25 college basketball, who's playing today, tomorrow. Big weekend for college hoops. We'll tell you all about that. College basketball, we'll take a look at it next year as we're live at Food City on a Food City Friday on show number 670 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. your one-and-done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us live at Food City in Gray on a Food City Friday, a $5 Food City Friday. Hello to Jerry McNeil, Renee McNeil. Hello to Kurt Stevenson. Hey, Tom, big week in sports. It is, Kurt. Thank you very much, and we appreciate you. Also, Brenda Byram can't watch today because she's at work. She's at school, but go Cyclones. Elizabeth, a big win last night. Mr. Wilson dropped in the game-winning bucket to beat Central at Central. Big win for the Cyclones. Kurt Stevenson says, love that you do the scripture. Well, thank you, Kurt. That's what it's all about. This is the Lord's show. And so, like getting into it or I can't get into it, I guess. It's my show. But, you look and at my age, you look around and go, okay, all these things I've done in the past are not that they've been bad, but I've not been focused, I guess. So now I'm focused and, it took a while to get my attention, but I'm focused now on the Lord, and so this show is His show, and we're going to take it as far as He wants it to go. And today is show number 670. So, and I give Him the honor and the praise and the glory for that. College basketball, here we go from last night. East Tennessee State goes down to Furman at Timmons Arena, picks up their first win at Furman since 2004. You can do the math, 14 years since they've won there. DeSonda Bradford scored on a left-handed runner with about 4.5 seconds remaining as the Bucks win 62-61 over Furman, keeping their Southern Conference record perfect. The Bucks now 15-4 overall, 6-0 in the Southern Conference. They've won 9 straight, sole possession of first place they have, and they'll put that right back on the line tomorrow. 4 o'clock tip-off at Freedom Hall against the Western Carolina Catamounts, anticipating the warmer weather here, and the Bucks winning 9 in a row. They're the number 1 team in the conference. They're anticipating a huge crowd tomorrow at Freedom Hall in Johnson City. The Lady Bucks remain undefeated in the Southern Conference, surviving an 8-minute scoreless drought in the second half to beat Furman 69-57, beat them up 12 in the opening game. Lady Bucks now 11-8, 4-0 in the conference, and so big wins for the both Buck teams on the road yesterday in Greenville, South Carolina against the Furman Lady Paladins and the Furman Paladins, of course. Erica Haynes-Overton, 22 points, the freshman guard for the Lady Bucks. Tiana Tarter added 18 points, 9 rebounds and 7 assists. Lady Bucks get a big win, and they're off until, tomorrow. They play at Wofford, and so they'll take on the Lady Terriers tomorrow in women's college basketball. Lady Vols last night, not a good outing. Lady Vols blow a 22-point lead. 22-point lead on the road at South Bend, losing to number 5 Notre Dame, completing its largest ever comeback in the history of the program. Ouch. To beat the Lady Vols last night, 84-70. Tennessee, number 6 in the country. Notre Dame at number 5. Lady Irish now 17-2 on the season. Jamie Nard, 14 points to lead the Lady Vols in that win. But again, it's Tennessee now 16-2 on the season. But Lady Vols are 1-2 in their stretch of 4 straight games involving ranked teams after winning the first 15 and starting 3-0 in the Southeastern Conference. Tennessee's women now losing at number 17, Texas A&M in overtime before rebounding with a victory at number 9, South Carolina last Sunday. Losing last night to Notre Dame, blowing a 22-point lead on the road, and so back home on Sunday to battle the number 3 ranked Mississippi State Lady Bulldogs. So we'll see how that rolls, and again, it's going to be a big test Sunday for the Lady Vols and Holly Warlick. So start out strong, beating the teams they should beat in the non-conference slate. But now the SEC and the ranked teams, when it counts, struggling a little bit. So we'll see if they can get the ship righted, if you will, and get a big W coming up again on Sunday at home against the number 3 ranked Lady Bulldogs in Mississippi State in the Southeastern Conference. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are live again at Food City in Gray on a Food City Friday. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, we'll hear from Ryan Presnell. Ryan, of course, the baseball coach at Elizabeth, and big auction tomorrow night to benefit the baseball team. We'll tell you all about that coming up here in just a few minutes. Top 25 college basketball from last night. 3 games on tap, 2 involving upsets. St. Mary's knocks off 13th-ranked Gonzaga 74-71. Bulldogs now 16-4 on the season, 13th ranked in the country. Also, Michigan, it was a foregone conclusion. They're going to whip up on Nebraska. In Nebraska, didn't happen. Huskers beat them by 20, knocking off 23rd ranked Michigan 72-52 in men's college basketball. And the other game, which was expected, and it happened, number 2 Virginia, the Cavaliers, second ranked in the country, run their record to 17-1 by running all over Georgia Tech in Atlanta, 64-48 the final there. Today, 1 game on tap tonight, 7 o'clock, 9th ranked Michigan State 16-3, hosting Indiana at 11-7 in men's top 25 college basketball. Tomorrow, big day for college hoops, and 6 good ones lined up tomorrow. In no particular order, 7th-ranked Wichita State. The Shockers will be at Houston. Wichita State 15-3, Houston 14-4. Good matchup there. 22nd-ranked Ohio State 16-4 will be at Minnesota 14-7. Those are both 12 o'clock tip-offs tomorrow. So it is the order in which we're talking is the chronological order. At 2 o'clock tomorrow, the Mountaineers of West Virginia, number 6 in the country, at 15-3, 2 o'clock tip-off at Morgantown, hosting Texas at 12-6 out of the Big 12. Also tomorrow at 2:30, 11th-ranked Xavier, the Musketeers at 17-3, will be playing at Seton Hall against the Pirates at 15-4. That's a 2:30 tip for tomorrow. And a couple of other good ball games tomorrow. At 4 o'clock at Clemson, 20th-ranked Tigers at 15-3, hosting Notre Dame at 13-6. That'll be in Clemson at 4 o'clock tomorrow on ESPN. Also tomorrow night, you have the Florida Gators at 13-5 at Rupp Arena to battle the 18th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats at 14-4. 8:15 tip-off tomorrow night on ESPN. The Gators and the Wildcats from Rupp Arena in Lexington. And Tennessee tomorrow night in Columbia to take on the South Carolina Gamecocks. 21st-ranked Volunteers at 12-5 will be at South Carolina with a record of 12-6. 6 o'clock tip-off tomorrow night, again on ESPN2. Hello, Lisa Bowman. How are you doing, young lady? Thank you for watching the show. Appreciate that. Be sure if you're out there watching our show, wherever you may be, like it and share it. We would appreciate that very much. So that's the games, really the marquee matchups in college basketball tomorrow. There's some other top 25 games. Let's tell you about them. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock, top-ranked Villanova, 17-1 will be at UConn. 3rd-ranked Purdue tomorrow at 18-2 will be at Iowa. Also tomorrow, 4th-ranked Oklahoma at 14-3 will be at Oklahoma State. Other top 25 games, Texas Tech, 8th-ranked Red Raiders will be at Iowa State. Texas Tech at 15-3. 15th-ranked North Carolina tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock at the Dean Dome at Chapel Hill. The Tar Heels at 15-4, and the defending National College champions will host Georgia Tech tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Other games, 5th-ranked Duke, the Blue Devils at 16-2. They've got a 4 o'clock tip-off, again at Cameron Indoor Stadium, hosting the Pitt Panthers. 12th-ranked Cincinnati hosting Eastern Carolina. 14th-ranked Arizona plays at Stanford tomorrow. Other ball games involving top 25 men's college basketball teams. 24th-ranked TCU will be at Kansas State. 10th-ranked Kansas hosting Baylor tomorrow. That could be, should have put that one on the preview. That could be a good one. Kansas at 15-3, Baylor at 12-6. Also tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, 17th-ranked Auburn, hosting Georgia out of the Southeastern Conference. Hello, Tom Taylor. Hello, Lisa King Bowman. She's a neat lady. Auburn 16-2, 17th in the country, hosting Georgia. 13th-ranked Gonzaga playing at Santa Clara tomorrow night, and 16th-ranked Arizona State at Cal. So a busy day tomorrow in men's top 25 college basketball, as you would expect on a Saturday. And again, the big ones, Wichita State at Houston, Ohio State at Minnesota, West Virginia hosting Texas, Xavier at Seton Hall. Also tomorrow, good matchup, Notre Dame at Clemson, Baylor at Kansas, Florida at Kentucky, And Tennessee, the Volunteers, at 12-5, at South Carolina at 12-6. East Tennessee State, again, as we told you, back home tomorrow, 4 o'clock tip at Freedom Hall, Johnson City, against the Western Carolina Catamounts. Also tomorrow, as we told you, Tennessee at South Carolina. My team, the one that matters, we are Marshall. The Thundering Herd will be hosting University of Alabama Birmingham tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in Huntington. Also, the Hokies of Virginia Tech, they're home tomorrow, 12 o'clock tip-off against the Seminoles of Florida State. So that's top 25 college basketball. Pretty well took care of that, and that's a good thing as we get into the meat of the conference slate. Haven't really turned the corner yet for March Madness, but it's not that far away. In fact, coming up, CBS Sports has announced for the second consecutive year, the Men's Basketball Selection Committee will unveil its current top 16 teams during the regular season. The sneak peek of the top 16 teams will be revealed on February the 11th on CBS, giving basketball fans a snapshot at the committee's thought process 1 month before the selection Sunday on March the 11th. Just FYI, last season, the midseason projection of the top 16 teams featured Villanova, Kansas, Baylor, and Gonzaga as the number 1 seeds at that point. All but one, Baylor, would go on to earn top seeds in the NCAA tournament. And then number 2 seed North Carolina, the highest number 2 seed of the field, would go on to earn the number 1 seed and win the national championship over Gonzaga. So I guess point to this is pretty pivotal unveiling, for lack of a better term, on February the 11th to let you know where the selection committee is on college basketball going forward for the selection Sunday on March the 11th. For you watchers and listeners and followers in West Virginia, which we appreciate, let's run down real quick. Top 5 in all 3 polls of high school basketball before we take a break. AAA this week in West Virginia, University High, Woodrow Wilson out of Beckley, Martinsburg, Parkersburg South, and George Washington out of Charleston, the top 5 in AAA boys. AA boys, Fairmont Senior number 1, Chapmanville, Oak Hill, Philip Barber, and Bluefield. The Beavers at number 5 this week in AA basketball. And then in single A, you have Wheeling Central, Ravenswood, Tug Valley, Valley Fayette, and Notre Dame. Girls basketball, West Virginia, saying hello to all the folks up yonder on this Food City Friday. AAA girls, Buchanan Upshur number 1, Greenbrier East number 2, Parkersburg number 3, Morgantown number 4, Wheeling Parks ladies at number 5 in AAA. In AA, Wyoming East at number 1, North Marion number 2, Fairmont Senior number 3, Wayne number 4, and the Winfield Lady Generals at number 5 this week in the West Virginia AA Girls Poll. And in single A, St. Joseph Central, Wheeling Central, Tucker County, Parkersburg Catholic, and Cameron are your top 5 in girls single A basketball rankings this week in the great state of Tennessee. Again, our polls here in Tennessee go like this. For the third or fourth consecutive week, we have no boys teams in the state rankings in single A, AAA, or AA in the state. Very surprising. May give you kind of a snapshot of what's going on here locally in high school basketball this year. Number 1 AAA Bearden. Number 1 in AA right now is East Nashville. Number 1 single A's team is Van Buren County on the boys' side. Girls' side, we got representation, which is a good thing. AAA, number 1 team in the state, Riverdale, Murfreesboro, Riverdale. Morristown West Lady Trojans ranked 8th in the state. In AA basketball, Upperman at number 1, the South Green Lady Rebels from Greene County at number 4 in the state at 17-3. And in single A basketball, Clark Range at number 1 in the state in girls high school basketball. It is a busy night tonight in high school basketball for a lot of teams, making up, again, the fact that a lot of them got snowed out and iced out over the last couple of days. So let's run those down for you. Last night, a couple of games were played. It was Elizabethton going into Sullivan Central and knocking off the Cougars 47-46. Elizabethton improves to 3-3 in the league, 5-16 overall. We've got Cyclone basketball coming up next Tuesday night and next Friday night. Tuesday, it'll be Sullivan East at John Treadway Gymnasium, and Friday night we'll bring you the Elizabethton Happy Valley game a week from tonight. That'll be a doubleheader, guys and girls. We'll do that one for you again from the Treadway Gym in Elizabethton as well. Also last night, Happy Valley, speaking of, in double overtime beat University High 76-71. That's all we had on the boys' side. Girls' side last night, Central's ladies beat Elizabethton 70-47. Happy Valley's ladies all over University High by 42. Final score was 62-20 in girls' high school basketball. Big night tonight, none bigger than at the Buck Van Ness Dome in Kingsport. Science Hill Dobbins been at 1 versus 2. The Big 7 will square off tonight. Crockett plays at Daniel Boone. Big Washington County rivalry tonight. Cherokee and Volunteer, bragging rights of Hawkins County tonight. Elizabethton travels to Johnson County. Excuse me. Unicoi County will be in Happy Valley tonight. Got me a little frog. Sullivan East will be at Viking Hall to take on Tennessee High. Sullivan Central at Sullivan South. Good cross-county rival tonight in Sullivan County. The Cougars and the Rebels in Colonial Heights. Unaka at North Green. Sullivan North at University High. And Cloudland at Hampton. It's your games tonight, again, happening in Northeast Tennessee. High school basketball. Again, as we told you, we will have for you coming up on Tuesday night, Elizabethton and Sullivan East. And also on Friday night a week, we've got Elizabethton and Happy Valley. So we got a lot of high school basketball coming your way. Baseball, 20-some games of Elizabethton baseball. Can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun for Ryan Presnell and his ball club. So that'll start again, mid-March? Won't be that far away. High school baseball, a lot of it here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and also TomTaylorSports.com. $5 Friday here at Food City. You can pick 5 for $14.99. Save $5 on your pick 5 meats. Mix or match any 5 special marked meat items. Again, and so you get the pick 5. There it is here at the top. Save $5 on pick 5 meat. Your pick 5 for $14.99 today and today only here. New York Strip, USDA Select New York Strip, whole or half, only $5 a pound today only. That is incredible. That is a good deal. Strawberry shortcake, fresh strawberry shortcake. Look at this. How would you turn that away? The big old glass of milk, it's cold, make your teeth hurt. Strawberry shortcake out of the bakery for $5 today. Couldn't make it for that. Vienna sausage, Armour potted meat or Vienna sausage, 6-pack, limit 4 per person, 2 for $5 today at Food City. Lux beans. Again, 15-ounce can, limit 10 cans for $5 today for Lux pinto beans and barbecue beans and pork and beans. If you're a coffee connoisseur, Maxwell House Coffee, again, a 30-ounce container, limit 2 per person, $5 a piece today. Also, a fruit and veggie tray. We'll get one of those today after I get off the show. Take it home with me. A fruit tray today or veggie tray out of the produce department for $5 here at Food City. Those are some of the specials on this Food City $5 Friday. We are live again at Food City in Gray. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. We'll be joined by Ryan Presnell, the head baseball coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones, as we've got ourselves a big auction tomorrow night in the cafeteria at Elizabethton High School. All kinds of gift baskets that you can go in and bid on, both silent and live auction. You say, not really tuned into Elizabethton baseball, that's okay. If it's a value, it's a value. Valentine's Day inside of a month, be a good way to win something for that special Valentine. And we'll talk to Coach Presnell coming up next year. We're live at Food City in Gray, show number 670 on this Friday, the 19th of January, 2018. We'll be right back right after you hear this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
At American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology has just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back live with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Hello to Ted Pate watching the show. Thank you, my friend Mike Hedrick, our buddy in Northern Virginia. We're going to join him talking NASCAR at the top of the hour. Whew, we are inside of 30 days. In fact, the countdown is on. We're down to 29 days till the Daytona 500. Not that far away. 86 days from the Food City 500 and the Fitzgerald Glider Kids 300. Of course, a day earlier, 85 days out. It'll be here before you know it. Can't wait. We'll tell you how you can get your tickets here at Food City. Also, tell you how you can win tickets tomorrow night at the baseball auction, Elizabethton Baseball Auction. We've got him on the phone. You see on the screen, on the phone, Ryan Presnell, the Elizabethton baseball coach. Good morning, my good friend. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Tom. Thanks for calling me in. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Love having you on. Getting excited. We'll be doing 20-plus ball games of high school baseball with the Cyclones starting in, I think it's early March, mid-March. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but it'll be here before you know it. What are the kids doing right now? I know practice is not officially started, but what can they be doing? What are they doing right now for Elizabethton baseball?
Well, we have a big focus in January and February in our preseason on strength training. We try to, we can't do a whole lot with the guys on the field in the off season, but we try to focus on being outside in the fall with the weather being a lot better, even all the way up until Christmas. But we know January and February weather turns, so we know we're going to be inside a lot. We're going to be trying to get stronger. That's one of the biggest things when I took over a few years ago. We were kind of skinny. We had a bunch of skinny guys, so we've tried to turn a lot of our skinny guys into big monster guys. I tell them the days we lift, I said, I want when you guys get off the bus to say, heck, fire, look at these guys. We don't want to play them. We're big old country boys. So that's what we're going to be doing. And really fundraising kind of kicks into high gear in January for us. So strength training and fundraising.
So to be stronger, I know this is going to be a dumb question, I guess. To be stronger as a baseball player, where do you need to be stronger? Your thighs, your forearms from bad speed, your thighs, or just overall your upper body? Where do you need to get stronger to be a good baseball player?
Well, we actually put a lot of focus on core. From the hips to the shoulders, simply because when you look at baseball, it's very much a rotational movement sport. A lot of twisting anytime you throw or you hit or you cross over to steal a base. It's a twisting motion. So a lot of our lifts have to do with core strength and baseball type rotational movements. It's very odd looking, to be honest with you. It's not bench press and stuff like that like you would see a football team doing. But it's a lot of rotational movements. We have our guys get really, really heavy with a lot of things. We do a lot of deadlift because that's in the hamstrings and the glutes and the core, and so our guys go crazy heavy, Tom. I mean, it's something, and a lot of them are not accustomed to that because people are worried they're going to get hurt doing this. Well, as long as your technique is correct, you're not going to get hurt. And so we like seeing those bars bend, man, hearing them guys yelling. I mean, we get after it. So, you know us. I mean, we're pretty intense, and when we hit the weight room, we lift like we play, and that's fast and hard.
You got it, and we love it and love being a part of it. The Elizabethton baseball program. I got to say this: the Elizabethton community has been very kind to me, and it's been a joy to be a part of it over there. And on a limited basis, going to get more involved, obviously, and doing some basketball games next week, and going to be there at the auction tomorrow night. We're getting ready to talk about it. And then baseball coming up, 20-plus games plus the tournament, and going to be taking the show on the road and following you guys down to the Smoky Stadium for a couple of games in is that in March or in April? I don't have the schedule in front of me, but that's going to be cool to play down at this, call a game from the Smoky Stadium.
Yeah, absolutely. We're playing two quality opponents. We're going to be playing Pigeon Forge, which they actually eliminated us last year and went to the state tournament. I think out of the last 9 years, that program's been in the state tournament 7 times. And we're not, with me and you've been talking about this for 3 years. I'm not scared. Let's go play everybody we can. If they beat us, they beat us. It's not, football, if you get really outmatched, you can get some people hurt and really affect your season. Baseball, if we get run ruled, we're going to get on the bus and talk about it, say what happened, and we're going to get better. And so mentally, I like seeing our guys compete, even if they're outmatched. I want to see them compete against what we would see if we go to Murfreesboro, because I'll be honest with you, that's the intent. The intent for us with scheduling and all these big games we play in the Smoky Stadium is just the intent of these guys when we get in that big game to go to Murfreesboro or the big game in Murfreesboro, that our guys aren't going to have big eyes. They're going to say this is a baseball game and we've played here before. So that's really our intent with scheduling, and I think it pays off.
What I think is really cool, the team that put you out last year in the tournament down at Pigeon Forge, we called that game, by the way, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page, is the very team we went right back and scheduled. So we're going to go right back at them, and we want to learn more about them. And you keep playing them, familiarity breeds contempt, so you get closer to them and learn more about them, and they won't be the awe factor going, oh, we got to go down and play so-and-so because you've already played them. So I admire you going right back into the eye of the lion and go right back at them. I think that's a cool thing. So we're talking to Ryan Presnell, the baseball coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones. That's the approach, is it not, to go right back and show no fear, right?
Well, that's how you got to live your life. You know what I mean? So I'm always scared of opportunities that are presented in front of me, because I say, well, I've never done that before and I don't understand that. Heck, I'd have never had kids if that was the case, because that's the situation I'm in on a daily basis where I'm like, I have no idea what to do here. Yeah. So we want our kids to live their lives like that, be aggressive, be a go-getter, be the guy at work that's not afraid to take on some type of project that nobody else wants to do. And, by scheduling a cush schedule that's really soft and nice, and, we can rattle off 25 wins, it's just not on my list of things to do. I want to play the best, and if they beat us, they beat us. So what? Like I said, get back on the bus and learn from it.
Talking to Ryan Presnell, the Elizabethton head. Hello, big dog. How you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Always good to see my man there. We're live here again talking to Ryan Presnell, the head baseball coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones. Coming up, we hope he'll show up at some point. Dale Hammond, the store manager, he's here. Big Daddy's in the house. Delvira, as they call him. So Big Daddy's in the house. We're going to talk to him coming up in a few minutes. Coach, we've got a big event tomorrow night. Doors open at 5:30, silent auction, dinner at 6. If you are someone who's looking for a Valentine's Day gift present, even a Christmas present to sit back and, hide it, squirrel it away, or if you just want to give it to somebody or win it for yourself, there's lots and lots of options tomorrow night to win some cool stuff to benefit Elizabethton baseball. Tell me about it.
Well, you've mentioned a Valentine's Day present. We've got a Valentine's basket that has a night at the Carnegie, along with spa gift certificates and 2 different gift certificates to 2 really nice restaurants in Johnson City. It's just it's an incredible amount of stuff. We started really putting everything out on the table last night and looking at what we have. We're going to have over 60 different baskets, probably 40 standalone items, and then 15 to 20 live auction items, to include a really nice pistol from Tri-Cities Gun Depot. I mean, we've got a safari to Africa. We've got a Wrigley rooftop experience, a VIP all-inclusive, an astronaut training experience at Cape Kennedy down in Florida, along with 3 nights hotel to the Universal Hilton down there. I mean, it's just I can just go on and on and on. We're going to have over 100 items at this auction, and the cool thing is it's only $5 to get in, and then $5 to get you dinner from Jay's Corner and Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton. So it's going to be a very professional event. We call in Travis Royston from Royston Auctions. He comes in as their auctioneer. So it's a very professional auction, and it's not 10 baskets sitting in the corner and you just kind of bid on it and hand us some cash. I mean, you get a bidder's number. Everything's very professional. We accept cards. So it's an awesome event that's quickly becoming a marquee auction here in the Tri-Cities.
Absolutely. I mean, did you tell me an astronaut experience at Cape Canaveral? Did I hear you right?
I did, Tom. You can finally live your childhood dream and go inside of a real space shuttle. I don't think you'd fit. You're too tall, but you can let your little gals, your little granddaughters run in the space shuttle. That's going to be on the list. You actually get to go down and train with actual astronauts at the training center down there at Cape Canaveral, and you get to eat lunch with the astronauts for the day. So it's an incredible experience, one that we really worked hard to get.
We're talking again to Ryan Presnell, so I've got some more here, but again, there's 60. Did you say 60 different baskets? I've got a list of 14, yes. So there's 36 more baskets out there that we don't even have access to, and that's how fast this thing is growing. So starts tomorrow night, the dinner, everything, it all gets started at 5:30. Is there a cost involved?
$5 gets you in the door and dinner.
There you go.
It's incredibly cheap. Good entertainment, and we're going to put a full list of all the items that are going to be in the auction up on our Instagram, our Twitter, and our Facebook. Probably here within the hour, and it's all Betsy Baseball, or those social media platforms.
Betsy Baseball will be where it's at. So if someone wants to make a donation to Betsy Baseball, you put Elizabethton Baseball or the Dugout Club. How would you do that if somebody wanted to give a donation to the program?
Cyclone Dugout Club, and we do have a corporate sponsorship program that is tax deductible because we are 501c3. So everything, it's people underestimate how expensive it is to run a quality athletics program. It's very difficult, especially with baseball. I mean, the price of a good bat's $350. I mean, and we've got to have 6 or 7 of those just to get us through the season. A set of uniforms over $3,000. I mean, it's incredibly difficult to run a good program. One of the hallmarks is that you have a lot of charitable donors who are willing to give time and money to your kids, and that's all. This money goes straight to the kids, Tom. We don't use it for operational expenses, for things like paying officials or anything like that. This is equipment and apparel and uniforms for the kids. So,
to give them an idea, what is a box of? I mean, what do you get, a dozen baseballs to a box? How much is a box of baseballs now? Brand new baseballs.
The ones that we're required to use, there's several different price ranges, but the decent baseballs are going to run you $80 to $90 a dozen, and we use a dozen in a game. And then on top of the game, the officials, it's about $75 per official for the game. So just in one game, we're looking at over $200 expenses for one 7-inning game. And keep in mind, we also played a JV game earlier in the day with the same expense. So it's just operating is very difficult, and puts a lot of schools behind the 8 ball if they're not able to have a type of community that we have to support us.
You got it. Talking to Ryan Presnell. All starts tomorrow night again. 5:30 doors open. The silent auction dinner at 6 costs $5. It's going to be in the Commons area, the cafeteria at Elizabethton High School. We'll be there. Can't wait. Coach, I know you're in the middle of teaching class. I appreciate you. And, hey, we'll see you tomorrow night. Cyclone Pride.
Cyclone Pride, Brother Tom.
Cyclone Pride. I appreciate you, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow night, all right?
Looking forward to it, Tom.
Okay, good man right there. Ryan Presnell again. We're live here again at Food City and Gray on show number 670. Here he's here. Put the headsets on. They do work. They do work. You just can't hear. You don't need to hear. You can hear me. So he's here. Old Grump's in the house. Oh, come on. Here we go. The hit down here, LS6. There we go. Food City Store Manager Dale Hammett. I was told to call you Delvira, so there you go. I don't know. My man Morrell got you last week. Look right there. Look at him on the screen. Look at you. Ain't you purty? Look at him. Store Manager Dale. Big Daddy Dale Hammett. Tell me about, how did we get the nickname Delvira?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Morrell said he was out someplace with you. You said a jacket he had on looked like a couch you used to have at one time or something.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Yep, that's how. Then he started calling me Delvira.
Delvira, there you go.
That's it.
So, we got all kinds of things to talk about. We're going to talk about school bucks. We're going to talk about how you get your Food City 500 tickets and value points. Let's talk about that first when we get into the sale. All right, tickets are on sale for the Food City 500. Of course, we dropped the green flag, 86 days away from the Food City 500. Am I right in saying every time you buy a ticket, you get 500 value points?
That's correct.
Yeah, so if I buy a pair of tickets, make sure I'm saying this right, if I buy a pair of tickets, I get 1,000 value points.
That is correct.
And for every 150 value points, I get a free gas visit.
Correct.
So
for
that
every
tells
two,
me,
you can get 5% off your groceries up to $5.
right.
Yep.
So if I get 2 tickets, that's 1,000 value points. 150 into 1,000 goes, 4 or 5 times? I get 4 or 5 gas visits. It's pretty good stuff. Right now, you have $2.35 regular unleaded. If you have your discount, your 150 value points you've accrued, today you can get your gas for $2.20 a gallon regular unleaded. I can tell you other parts of the country watch this show. I talked about this last week. I was down at Jonesboro with Jason. A guy texted me from West Virginia and said, "You got to be kidding me. It's up there like 260, 270. That's what he told me up there last week. We're at 220, 235 regular unleaded, so it's a good thing. Tell me how's, let's see, you get the tickets. Tickets will be reserved seating, so you've been selling the tickets here?
Well, we've sold a few. Yeah.
Sold a
It's
few?
still a little early.
A little early, yeah. As soon as the Daytona 500 starts, which is in, 29 days, then everybody starts thinking NASCAR, getting into the mood and all that. So
Yep. Junior's already wrecked, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
crashed in the snow. Said he center punched his front end, hitting center punched a pine tree over there trying to do donuts in the snow over in North Carolina. So anyway, we're going to talk more NASCAR at the top of the hour with our buddy Mike Hedrick. We've got my man Big Daddy Dale Hammond in the house. So again, 500 value points for every Food City ticket you get. Again, it's $50 for the Food City 500 for the adults. Kids are $10, 12 and under. Of course, the Xfinity Series race on Saturday the 14th, kids get in free, and your ticket for adults here at Food City and all Food Cities is only $30. It's a doubleheader, the Zombie Auto 125 and the Fitzgerald Glider Kits 300. So there you go. So last year, man, Kyle Larson set on the pole, finished set on the pole in both races, both the Xfinity Series race and the Cup race. Jimmy Johnson won the Cup race, and Eric Jones won the Fitzgerald Glider Kits 300. So Big Daddy's in the house. We got ourselves a $5 Friday. Where do you start, Big Dog? Strawberry shortcake, $5. You want to start there?
That'll work. Today, Friday the 19th, we got the $5 sale. We got all kinds of items in here today for $5. In the bakery, we have the strawberry shortcakes. They're $5. We have fruit or vegetable trays and the produce at $5 each today. We got a whole or a half New York strip for $5 a pound. We got the half-liter Pepsis. They're 3 for $5. You can get up to 6 of those, so you can get 6 of those for $10. And then another favorite in the meat department is the Pick 5. It's usually $19.99 for 5 items. Well, today we're going to give you $5 off, make it $14.99 for 5 items in the meat department.
So what typically are the 5 items? You know them off the top of your head?
We have different items back here that you can get. We have different packages that have chicken in them, pork in them. We have some that have ground beef in them. We have some lunch meat that you can get that's in that program. There's probably about 25 different items that you can mix or match for $5.
Want to say hello to my man watching, Kevin Stafford. Hello, my good buddy. We're here live at one of your stores. Of course, Kevin does the marketing for all the Food City. Don't say how he does it. 100 and how many stores we got now?
130 something.
132.
I think that's right.
4 states: Tennessee, Virginia, Kentucky, and Georgia.
Georgia.
How about little Willie?
Georgia. No peace on my.
All right, keep on trucking. We're going to talk a little Tennessee football here in a minute. Go ahead, keep flipping. Gatorade, got it.
Gatorade got
That's
an
a great deal, man.
Yeah, man, the 8-pack Gatorade, 20-ounce bottles, only $5. Everybody having the flu, that's a real big seller this time of year. We've got a 10-pound bag of chicken leg quarters in the meat department that's $5. We've got an 8-pound bag of Johnny Gold apples for $5. We've got the Hershey's candy. We got a lot of different varieties of that's $5, and we have Nabisco snacks that are $5. Fresh Step cat litters $5, and the Cottonelle tissue or the Viva paper towels are $5.
Yep, those are the deals, my friend.
We got them. Today's the day. Come get them.
Did you talk about the Pepsi products? I don't know if you
We did. We talked
Three
about the
for
Pepsi.
$5?
Yep, 3 for $5, and you can do it twice. So it's actually a 6 for $10. But
So you
or
get
you can just get 3.
So you get six packs of your favorite Pepsi product for $10.
$10.
For 3 for $5. So you got Dew, Diet Dew, Pepsi. What else? Diet Pepsi.
We have the new Mountain Dew Ice. They have a new Mountain Dew. It's called Mountain Dew Ice. We got it in this week. It's on that. You've got Pepsi, Diet Pepsi. You got Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper. There's my girlfriend.
Well, she's pretty.
She is.
Does she know? Does she know she's your girlfriend?
Yes. Yes, I'm doing wonderful. Are you? It's too cold.
What is your girlfriend's name? Does she know she's your girlfriend?
She knows she's my girlfriend.
Okay.
I just call her girlfriend.
She call you girlfriend. Okay. There you go. She's grinning like a fox in the hen house. She likes that. So,
She does.
Yep.
Bye.
She's leaving. Your girlfriend's leaving. She came over and say hello to him. She's leaving.
Yep.
I
I think she figured out we were on the radio.
Yeah, I think she did.
Yep.
She tucked tail and said, "I'm out of here.
I'm gone."
There you go. So, anyway, got some good stuff. Laundry detergent. You got that?
Yeah, we got the Simply Done.
Yep.
It's $5. We've got disinfectant wipes right now, 2-pack for $5. That's a real good thing right now with the flu going on. Everybody needs to be as safe as they can. And then we've got a lot of Simply Done items on sale this week also.
Yep. Now, tell folks about School Bucks. That's a chance for
Bucks,
folks to
School
get
Bucks.
back to your school.
Give back to school. If you want to participate in School Bucks, all you have to do when you come to Food City is tell your cashier which school you want your points to go toward, and every time you make a qualifying purchase, we'll give points to the school, and at the end of the year, we will divide up all the money, and we divide it up on how much each school gets is how much they get. What percentage of the school gets is how much of that money they'll get, but we have a lot of fun going out handing out checks.
Give me some numbers. Give people an idea what kind of. I know last week Jason told me he's passing out checks of $1,500, $1,800.
That's correct. I think I had a couple this year that were over $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah, they like you when you go to the school and give them money.
You look like Santa Claus coming here passing out checks.
That's it, yeah.
And they can use it for whatever they want to, right?
Whatever they want to.
Yeah.
We put no restrictions on it. It's up to them.
Yep.
Use it how they see fit.
There you go. And that's how they do it, and that's a great way. And again, the press release we got from Kevin and Lisa said, and Tammy Bumgardner, $13 million over the course of the School Bucks promotion we've been doing for a number of years. So imagine taking that money out of the school systems, what kind of a vacuum you would have to take $13 million away from the schools. And so, and the cool thing about this is too, wherever you shop at any Food City of the 4 states, you swipe your Food City value card, it goes back to the school you pick. So if you're in Georgia or in Pikeville, Kentucky, or in Elizabethton, or pick wherever you may be, Weber City, Virginia, any of the 4 states, any of the food cities, it works, right?
Still works, that's correct.
Swipe the card and it goes right to it.
That's
and
it.
So,
All you have to do is sign up for your card every year. Every school year, you have to reassign your card to your favorite school.
And folks will say, well, gosh, I don't know what, how do I find out what school? Well, each up here at the cash register is a book of all the schools, and each school has a code. All the elementary schools, all the middle schools, and all the high schools have a 5 or 6 number code.
Correct.
The cashier puts it in, so every time you swipe your card, it goes to that school. It's a
Correct.
no-brainer.
And it'll print on your receipt and tell you how many points you gave to that school.
Yep.
Yep.
Love it. Great way to give back to community. School Bucks. That's why I love coming out here and hanging out with these guys. I guess this is we started Ed Moore, the late Ed Moore. I guess it's the 10th or 11th year we've been doing this with Food City. Love it because they're always giving back to community. Let's see if we can remember some of the stuff. John and Barry Toy Drive.
Okay.
Race Against Hunger.
Correct. Santa Train.
Santa Train. We did a pet drive right before Christmas to help out with the animal shelters.
That's correct.
Okay. Let me think what else did during the course of the year. Juvenile diabetes.
Juvenile diabetes.
Yep.
That's correct.
Super Bowl. Disabled American Veterans. DAV.
That's
with
correct.
Richard Petty's ambassador. We're leaving some of them out, I'm sure. That's some of the ones that jump out at me. But that gives you an indication that Food City's always giving back to the community. So
we did some hurricane relief. We sent some money to Houston for those people.
That's exactly right. Hurricane Harvey.
Always trying to help.
Yep. All right, Tennessee football. Jeremy Pruitt, I'm sitting there reading this. The school that's apparently really racked up in the early signing period that nobody really thought was going to. Which new coach is making the biggest impact? Jeremy Pruitt. Shot up. When Butch had him, the recruiting was at number 56 school in the country recruiting. Pruitt, after that early signing period back in December, Tennessee's now 16th in the country. So jumped 40 schools. He signed junior college tight end Dominic Wood Anderson over Alabama. In-state offensive lineman Jerome Carvin over Mississippi State. Of course, he got the kid out of Knoxville that decommitted after Butch and all the embarrassment of Tennessee football. He went to Georgia, but he keeps in-state running back Jeremy Banks, who said no to Nebraska, landed an Army All-American Bowl commitment from J.J. Peterson, a longtime Alabama player. So Jeremy Pruitt, I think, given the fact that he was coaching at that point, wearing Alabama during the day and Tennessee at night, I thought he went out and got some pretty good guys.
Yeah, he's done a real good job so far. I mean, I'm real impressed.
Yeah. Well, you watch the national championship, you see the defensive coordinator of Alabama, the new head coach of Tennessee, the linebacker coach for Georgia, Shearer, is now the defensive coordinator of Tennessee. So in the national championship, you have two prominent key coaches in that game now wearing Tennessee orange. And, you know, we go back to Pruitt. Pruitt's been around 5 national championships. So I like the fact the guy knows how to win, what it takes to win. And I'd say he's learned a thing or two sitting underneath Nick Saban, wouldn't you think?
I'd agree with that. Still, Nick has beat all of his assistants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is an incredible stat.
It is. That's
did you watch the national championship?
I did.
So how gutsy, I guess, could say other, but how gutsy was it for him at halftime and say, Taylor, you ain't getting it done. Hammett, I'm going to hand you the ball. We're down 13-0, I think it was at halftime. Can you take us to the promised land?
You take a quarterback that has 2 career losses and bench him. That's why he makes the big bucks. I mean, that, like you said, that is really
guts. And it paid off. You know, he could have been a GOAT, but he had that kind of confidence in this kid.
Oh, yeah.
We could be sitting there going, what was Saban thinking? This guy laid an egg. But he didn't.
What was it, the Buffalo Bills that benched their starter, brought in the backup, and he threw 5 interceptions in the first half? Yeah, that could have happened too.
Could have backfired, but it did not. So
no, it went real well.
Yeah, Saban and the boys, and you know, I thought they got it right. I haven't talked since the college football, but I thought Clemson, Oklahoma, Georgia, and Alabama.
There's 4. Frank coming in. He's the number 1 Tennessee fan in gray.
There you go. Just gave you a thumbs up. Moseyed on down through there. There you go.
He's going to eat lunch.
Going to eat him some lunch.
Going to eat
you think
lunch.
They got it right? Final 4 college football this year?
I think they did. I thought that was the best 4 teams out there this time. You know, everybody's going to have a gripe. I guess that's, Southern Florida? I think they had a gripe this year, but I still think
Central Florida?
Central Florida. I think that was a fluke.
Oh, I understand them going undefeated, and I appreciate the fact they did, but strength of schedule, I mean,
that's got a lot to do with it.
There's no way you could justify them being a national championship. Yes, they went undefeated, but they went undefeated and playing that is
give them an SEC schedule.
There you go.
And we'll see how
they had a parade in Disney World, and that's all good. And you know, they gave them, all the coaches, a national championship bonus, and they all got rings, and they all kind of did a pretend national championship. But no, you can't. Come on now, let's be realistic. You can't put Central Florida's schedule up against the week in and week out. You know, when you play in the Southeastern Conference, ain't too many cream puffs, is there?
No.
Not too many patsies. Hello, fellas.
Gentlemen.
Boys, come in here and get him some lunch.
Yeah, I did. No, he can't.
Putting on right now. Yeah. Come and get him some lunch. You got some nice ones coming to see you.
Oh, yeah.
Some jewels.
Really.
We love them, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Lunch is something special here at Gray.
Oh, led by my man, Delvira. So Morrell said, you'll make him mad when you say that. I said, well, he apparently made you mad and made fun of your coat. You said it looked like, what did you say, looked like a couch you used to sleep on or sit on? His suit jacket he had on?
It was only about twice the size of him. We kept asking if he planned on growing into it at some point. Yeah, it looked like a couch cover.
Naugahyde.
That'll
be his new nickname, Morrell, down there in Jonesboro. Naugahyde.
He won't wear a jacket now.
He knows you're going to wear him out.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, before I let you go, pitchers and catchers report inside of a month. Our boys up in Cincinnati have done virtually nothing to improve themselves. They
That is
signed
correct.
Billy Hamilton. They signed Anthony. How do you say his name?
Discanano.
Yeah, he's back in. And,
Okay. Is Homer going to play this year?
We don't know. Homer's been out. He's making
We-
some pretty good bread sitting
Yeah,
at home.
we spent a lot of money on Homer to sit at home.
Homer's been sitting at home
Homer.
counting his money. Old Homer. He's had him surgery, and he tried to come back, Tommy John surgery, and couldn't do it. Tried again. I think he had another little setback, so he's still getting a paycheck every week.
Big one.
Big,
Big one.
Not just a paycheck, a big paycheck. So Cardinals have improved. Cubs have improved in the division. Of course, the Pirates gave away everybody, so they're going to be hurting.
Yeah.
Brewers have improved, and the Reds just...
Well, the Pirates are the only ones we could beat anyway.
So, yeah, the Reds is kind of status quo.
Yeah, same old, same old.
Same old, same old.
Yeah, we're in it till what, April?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Opening
usually
day.
mathematically eliminated in May. Yeah, sad. But we're still there.
We're still there.
We're still there.
We're still the Reds.
We're still
Win,
the
lose
Reds.
the time a Reds fan don't die, right?
That's it. Always a Reds fan.
Oh, yeah. Well, where we're going to go from here, I guess we'll take a break and call my boy and talk a little NASCAR. He's
That'd
waiting
be
on
all
up here in Virginia.
That'd be
You ready
good.
for the racing?
I'm ready.
Who you going to follow now since you're out?
I really don't know. I'm still kind of thinking on that.
Yeah. Who's your... see if I can help you. Who are you considering?
Well, kind of like Chase Elliott. He's
Okay.
a pretty good youngin. I kind of like Martin Truex. I like Martin Truex.
My guy,
Who's your guy?
Kyle Busch.
Who?
Yeah, 018.
Rowdy.
Rowdy.
Yeah.
Drive a race car. Drive the wheels off one.
Yeah, he can drive.
He can drive.
He can drive.
So, would you consider him?
No.
No? Okay. So we're down to Martin Truex and Chase Elliott. Maybe Ryan Blaney, maybe. Blaney's old school guy.
Yeah, he's old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Don't study on this too hard. We got to take a break here. Just
I really don't know. I've been kind of putting it off, dreading that, you know.
making that decision.
I'm April for old Kerry Earnhardt.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him do good. I
Yeah.
don't.
You're talking about an underdog. That's an
Yeah,
underdog.
but yeah, I think he'll have 3 wheels some days.
Yeah. Now, before we go to the break, is this an indication of how tough things are going to be? Because they're getting ready to send Dale Jr. to the Winter Olympics to interview the bobsled team over there for NBC, and they're going to send him to the Super Bowl and do something at the Super Bowl. So, I'm just wondering if they know that ratings may be a little slim, and they're going to send the most popular driver in NASCAR to the Winter Olympics over in Korea.
Well, I kind of heard on the news there the other day that they're having trouble selling tickets to the Olympics.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, you go over there with Rocket Man next door, you never know what's going to happen. You get a one-way ticket. May not need to buy the return trip.
Rocket Man. Yeah. That's funny. He said, he said, we're going to shoot some rockets off. And our president said, okay. We didn't draw a red line in the sand, by the way. Our guy came out this time around and said, okay, you go ahead and fire them. We got bigger ones and more over here. You go ahead and do that. And it kind of died down.
Yeah.
Haven't heard much more about that. Old Rocket Man's kind of chilled out a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, he comes and goes.
Rocket Man. That's yeah, I would think if you're next door to a Rogue Nation over there, you'd be a little hesitant to buy a ticket to go to the Olympics to watch bobsledding.
They give you a new meaning to hurry.
A new meaning to hurry.
Yeah, buddy.
Hurry up.
Yeah,
Get it
let's
over
go.
with.
We got to go.
We got to go. Get this event over. I got to catch a plane back to the safe part of the world,
There
USA.
you go.
You gonna come? You have time to come back in a little while.
Sure, I'll come
Please
back.
come back.
I will.
I enjoy this guy. He is hilarious. And all seriousness, one of the cool things about doing these shows every week, these guys, I'll tell you, they're a lot of fun. These managers, they work hard. They're after it all the time. You put in some hours and work hard, but you have fun. Him and Rick Miller, and I can go down the list, Les and Terry Templeton, and just go right down the list. But this guy's all right. He's pretty cool for an old country boy. He's Rocket Man. There you go.
Man.
Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll go NASCAR in Northern Virginia, talking to my man Mike Hedrick. We're talking Danica Patrick, talking Coca-Cola and their sponsorship. Got some, of course, Hall of Fame induction ceremony tonight in Charlotte, and so we'll talk all about that. We'll talk NASCAR next here when you're home with the Food City 500, Food City and Gray on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Do you like pulled pork? At Phil's, the pulled pork is cooked low and slow. We cook it all night, but we serve it fast. Our pulled pork is hickory smoked, tender and juicy. We serve the pork either as a sandwich on a bun or platter style with garlic toast. And don't forget to try our pork wings. They taste like a cross between ham and our sweet ribs. It comes as a meal, as an add-on, or part of our meat sampler platters. Pulled pork and pork wings. Just two great reasons to stop by Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit off I-26, 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
We're back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live again at Food City in Gray on a Food City Friday, a $5 Food City Friday, and no less. And so let's go to the phone. He's there. Our buddy Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reporter. Hello to, who's saying hello? Bobby Dickin. Hello to Andrea Thaxton. Peace up in West Virginia. Hello to Bobby Dickin. Hello to Renee McNeil. Hello to JT Holloman. All these folks want to say hello to you. Thanks. And my man's in Northern Virginia. That would be the one, the only, Mike Hedrick. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Doing great. Hey, we finally got some nicer weather up here. It's up in the 40s this afternoon, nice and sunny. So it feels like springtime, as cold as it's been.
You got it. It's going to be in the 40s down here, and you're right. People coming in here in short sleeves. I'm thinking, nope, not yet. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. We're going to keep bundled up a little bit. But it does feel, psychologically, it feels warmer because it is warmer. It's not down to the single digits. But anyway, it's still cold here in East Tennessee, and it's cold where he's at in Northern Virginia. And again, we were talking about the Winter Olympics before the break. So if I give you tickets to the Winter Olympics, yay or nay, you're going?
Yeah, I'm gonna be busy that week. I think I'm sick that week.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to make that, Tom.
No, me either. It's called security or lack thereof. So Yeah, it's a little too close to the Rocket Man, as Dale called him, our buddy in North Korea. So we're going to stay right here and watch it on TV if I watch it at all. But anyway, we're going to stay put here in good old East Tennessee to watch the Winter Olympics. Tonight, if you're in Charlotte, Mike Hedrick, you can be there to watch the Hall of Fame ceremony. It's a special night, as always, for these 5 folks and their families. So tell us about the Hall of Fame tonight in Charlotte.
Yeah, this is the greatest. If you're a NASCAR fan, old or new, this is what it's all about. This is the Hall of Fame. This is where we take the time, or NASCAR really recognizes just people who have been outstanding, usually champions in the sport, and they've really done it this time here. If you're watching, it's on at 8 o'clock tonight, but they picked out 5 guys from kind of all around. The first one, Red Byron. I always say you need to have a guy from a black and white picture. Well, Red Byron won the very first NASCAR race, and he actually won the very first NASCAR championship, and he actually did that as a World War II veteran that had injuries. So he actually had to have like a special brace for him in the car. So he goes in. Ray Evernham, we knew him. He's got a couple championships with Jeff Gordon. Ron Hornaday Jr., 4 Chuck Championship Series, 51 races there, champion on his own. Ken Squire, the original broadcaster when it comes down to us being in NASCAR. He was a co-founder of Motor Racing Network, which is NASCAR's radio. And then Robert Yates. Robert Yates just passed away here recently, but he was the racing engines builder's builder. He started off working for Junior Johnson way back in the day, but he built some championship motors for Cale Yarborough and Bobby Allison, and he went on as a team owner to get a championship with Bobby Allison. All 5 of those people really deserve to be in it. I always say they're all champions in their own right, and I think it's going to be great. I'm going to be watching, being at the Hall of Fame ceremony. It's kind of a thing on my bucket list. I'd really like to go there and be there for the ceremony one day, and it's going to be great.
We're talking to our buddy Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reporter. There's voices that you hear, and you just know immediately who they are. They stand out, and I would think, musically, I would think of a Neil Diamond, Stevie Nicks, George Jones. I mean, when you hear voices, and same in broadcasting. We just lost Keith Jackson last week. When you heard his voice, you knew who he was. When you heard Ken Squire, the voice, I mean, it just jumps out at you. And I thought the guy was a phenomenal announcer. He really did a lot for NASCAR. He started the Motor Racing Network, of course. He was the founder of it. So that gave it the national coverage that it deserved, the sport of NASCAR. So this guy, a voice, I mean, agree or disagree, just one of those voices that you just recognize, you hear it and go, there's Ken Squire.
Yeah, great in our sport and great for our sport. And even still today, they had him at the All-Star race or the throwback race last year, and he was on the radio, and still very relevant, still knows exactly what's going on in the sport, and actually coined a couple of phrases that are relevant today. He said he called Suarez the Mexican, and then we get Dad Jones boy from Ken Squire right there. So even still today, still naming the drivers. And what a great honor it would be to be there, and he deserves it above all.
8 o'clock tonight at the Crown Ballroom in the Charlotte, North Carolina Convention Center. So Red Byron, Ray Evernham, again Ken Squire, the late Robert Yates, and Ron Hornaday Jr. are going to be going into the NASCAR Hall of Fame tonight, 8 o'clock. It all gets started again at the Charlotte Convention Center in North Carolina. We're talking to my man Mike Hedrick. Again, what's the very latest on Danica Patrick? We talked about her on Monday. You got any new news today about Danica?
Well, it's like she's in, she's out, she's out, she's in, she's in, she's out. Last time we talked that she really didn't have a ride. She didn't really have much going on. But, hey, go figure, GoDaddy, who was Danica's original sponsor coming into NASCAR, says, hey, they've got her back for her final 2 races if she can find a ride. The company said that it will sponsor Danica Patrick in the upcoming, they're going to call it the Danica Double, and it will be her closing out. So they're hoping to get her a ride in next month's Daytona 500 and the Indianapolis 500. But so she at least has the financial, she's got the money to do it, and that's really the answer. Once you have the money, any of the good teams will build you a car. A lot of the teams can have an extra car, so maybe the Ganassi deal goes back into it. But she's got big money with GoDaddy pushing her forward. So it'll be good to see her back into the green and the black that she came into the sport in. And bravo for them, even though they've been out of the sport for a few years, to step in and show, how positive she has been not only for the sport, but for her brand. And we talked just the other day how it's surprising that more companies aren't really reaching into that pool of female drivers that are out there, and there are drivers that are out there, and bringing them up through the sport, getting them up past the trucks and into Xfinity, and finally into the Cup Series. But bravo for GoDaddy. So she just got to find a ride now.
Hello, Zach McNabb. Zach's watching Bobby Dickin, the Gator Man, Cherokee Barbershop, one of our great sponsors, watching the show. We'll talk about him coming up here in a moment. So here, from a marketing standpoint, all right, GoDaddy.com says, all right, we're gonna book her or back her and book her into the Daytona 500 and the Indianapolis 500. Let's say, just for conversational purposes, she wins the Daytona 500. Okay, driving GoDaddy.com. Then, with all that, obviously the attention, all the talk shows you go to and everything that comes by winning the Daytona 500, then if you're GoDaddy.com, do you go, hey, let's ride this horse a little bit, let's put her in some more races and see what happens? Or does she just say, we're going to do 2 and out? What happens? Let's do a what if. What if she wins the Daytona 500? What would Danica possibly do, and what would GoDaddy.com possibly do, if anything?
Well, that's a new can of worms, and worms are out everywhere right now. You know what? You're exactly right. I mean, I think what would you do? I mean, the teams would have to. I mean, the fact that she would win the Daytona 500, that puts her into the playoffs. So, I mean, I think a team, you would have to look at that. You'd have to, a team would have to go. Like I said, if you picked her up right then, you're already playoff bound. So I think that would make a lot of people think. I'm not, and it's not a long shot. She's very fast on those big tracks. She qualified on the pole a few years ago, so it's very possible she could win the race.
Yeah. So we'll see. I just thought, for conversation purposes, if Danica wins the Daytona 500, does GoDaddy come back and say, okay, let's do a couple of more races here, because we're riding the crest of some really good marketing, because everywhere you go, you're at GoDaddy.com, and you can't pay for that publicity if you win the Daytona 500. So, just food for thought. Coca-Cola, what's going on with them? Coca-Cola, good thing or bad thing right now in NASCAR? What's up?
Good thing. We've got Coca-Cola signing, coming back for a nice long-term sponsorship all the way into 2023. NASCAR announced the other day that Coca-Cola has made a deal with International Speedway Corporation and NASCAR. So NASCAR, it'll be the official soft drink of NASCAR. And then the ISC actually owns 13 of the tracks, including Daytona and a lot of the tracks around it, Daytona, Talladega, and tracks like that. It'll actually be the official soft drink of those tracks as well. But yeah, Coca-Cola is an iconic global brand. They've been deep-rooted in NASCAR for a lot of years, and they're actually going to be in all 3 series. So that's a very good thing. You always like good sponsors. They're a great sponsor. They've got a solid product. They put a lot into the sport. They do a lot of commercials. You always see the different Coca-Cola drivers always, and they're the guys that are holding up that Coca-Cola. You always see them doing it. So they've got a lot of product recognition, and so that's a good stabilizing thing. When we're still curious about whether Monster is going to come back as the title sponsor, to have a big one like a Coca-Cola come back, that's a good thing right there, Tom.
Coca-Cola Racing family includes Austin Dillon, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Rocket Ryan Newman, Daniel Suarez, and Darrell Bubba Wallace Jr. Coca-Cola Racing family, which has been around for about 20 years, makes appearances and is featured in advertising, promotions, and packaging. And yes, Monster Energy is ownership tied into Coca-Cola, so we'll see how that goes going down the line here as far as Monster Energy coming back and re-upping their commitment as the title sponsor of the sport. David Reagan, we'll get into Dale Jr. in just a second. David Reagan picks up, which I thought was a really cool sponsorship, Shriners Hospital. From the moment David Reagan first spent time at a Tampa Shriners Hospital for Kids back in 2007, he's got involved. It's kind of tugged on his heartstrings, and so David Reagan now will have Shriners Hospital on his car for the spring race at Dover, the summer races at Daytona and at Bristol, and the Bass Pro Shop NRA night race. And so, I thought that was a very cool sponsorship to give a lot of notoriety to some folks doing good things for kids. And so kudos to David Reagan picking up the Shriners Hospital for Children, being the primary sponsor for 3 of his races in 2018. I think that's a cool thing, Mike Hedrick.
And I agree. If you've been around the track and around the garages, everybody knows that David Reagan is the all-around good guy. I mean, he's a good guy on the track. He'll race you hard. I mean, he'll race you good and hard, but he's not gonna overstep that. And you get him off the track and into the garages. And I've interviewed him a few times. He's the most polite guy. He's always got a lot to say about just about any subject. And being the Shriners has been something that's been very personal to him for a long, long, long time. We've all known that. He's done a lot of stuff with them. And you know what? He looks good in that little Fez thing, too. So that's, that's a bonus for him, too.
You got it. The NASCAR Media Tour, by the way, is next week, and our buddy Jeff Birchfield, who covers NASCAR for the Johnson City Press, is going to be giving us a call on Tuesday from Charlotte, right smack dab in the middle of the NASCAR Media Tour. So we're looking forward to hearing from him, as it tells us we're getting ever so close. We're 29 days away now from the Daytona 500. Dale Jr., off the track, interested in being an owner of the Carolina Panthers. What's this all about?
Well, while he was sitting in the ditch the other day with a pine tree in the looking in his lap right there, he got thinking. No, the other day Dale was being interviewed about going over to Korea and all that craziness, and the interviewer actually asked him if he was a part of, because Felix Sabata, we were talking about the Carolina Panthers and how we knew that the Smith family was interested in it, and then we talked about how Felix Sabata, who's a NASCAR co-owner, was interested in them, and he had mentioned that there was a couple of NASCAR drivers that wanted to team up with him. So the interviewer asked Dale Jr. whether he was teaming up with Felix Sabata. And here's what he said. He goes, no, he goes, I did call Marcus, meaning Marcus Smith, and he said, hey, Marcus, if you guys are in the middle of it and you think it's a good business deal, I definitely have some interest. But he also went on to say, but he's not the guy that Felix is talking about. Now, let's just crunch some numbers here on what the Panthers are probably going to go for, because Tom, maybe me and you can chip in with Junior if he's a little short here. The last team that was sold in the NFL was the Buffalo Bills, and they sold in 2014 for $1.1 billion. Now, that's with a B. Carolina, they're actually a good team. They're the 21st out of the 32 teams when it comes to worth. Forbes valued them this year here at $2.3 billion, which means a team could possibly even sell for $2.5 or $2.5 billion. Now, we all know that Dale's got a lot of money. We know that he is the richest driver in NASCAR history. If we did the top three to kind of get a comparison, Jimmy Johnson is number 3 with $120 million. Jeff Gordon is number 2 with $150 million. Dale Jr. is number 1 with $300 million. Now, even if Dale Jr. put in all of his $300 million, and we know he's not going to do that, he still could only buy 1/8 of the entire team. He could still only be 1/8 owner. So I think he just wants to buy a part of it and keep it in Charlotte. But interesting numbers when you start getting that high. I mean, I can't even fathom some of those numbers, having the money that he has at $300 million and seeing that that's still a drop in the bucket what it takes to buy one of them NFL teams. Wow.
A lot of jingle. And, of course, the sponsorships right in behind that. And so, a lot of jingle, no question. But to be an owner in an NFL team takes a lot of working capital, to be sure. And so we'll see. Somebody's going to get that team. There's some of the media stars kind of lobbying for it. Again, as you said, Marcus and Bruton Smith are looking strongly at possibly being the owner of the Carolina Panthers. So it'll be interesting to see who all gets together, what kind of deals are worked and cut out and cut in and so on and so forth. So just kind of stay tuned and find out how that rolls, because the Richardson family is very much going to sell the Panthers as soon as they can get a qualified buyer. And it's got to get the approval, of course, of all the folks from all the owners. 24 out of the 32 owners have to bless any sales transaction of any franchise of the National Football League. Mike Hedrick, what do you want to leave us with here on this Friday, my friend, as we're live at Food City and Gray?
Well, there's a lot of racing coming up here, and everybody's got stuff that they've got going on. So with all that going on, y'all just remember to take care of each other, bundle up. Now that you can get outside, get out there and get some of your chores done. You know your wife's going to be in y'all to do that. And everybody just take care, and God bless everybody real good.
You got it. Screen Taters, my friend. Appreciate you.
Screen Taters, woohoo!
There you go, my man Mike Hedrick. Appreciate it very much being with us again live here at the Tom Taylor Sports Shows. We're at Food City on a Food City Friday, talking NASCAR. Before we go to the break, let's run down some of the specials. It's a $5 Friday. These are all today and today only at all Food Cities across the 4-state chain of over 130 stores. USDA Select New York Strip whole or half, $5 a pound today only. Excuse me, Pepsi products, 6-pack of half-liter bottles. Got to get to Mike's Medismart. Give me some of them zinc lozenges. Pepsi products, 6-pack half-liter bottles, 3 for $5 or 6 for $10 today and today only. Also a fruit or vegetable tray, $5 fruit or vegetable tray today and today only. Pinty's Food City 500 or Pinty's Chicken, one-day price, limit 4 per shopper, $5 with your Food City value card. Strawberry shortcake made fresh in the bakery deli today, $5 today only. Armour potted meat or Vienna sausage, 6-pack, limit 4 per person, 2 for $5 today. Also, you have Ease pizza bites, 90 to a package, limit 2, $5 a package today. Also, Food Club shredded cheese and selected varieties of Food Club shredded cheese, 32-ounce package, limit 2 for $5. Also, Maxwell House coffee, a 30-ounce container, Wake Up Roast Maxwell House coffee, limit 2 per person, $5 today. That's just on the front page. And also Lux Beans, you get 10 cans for $5 today only at your local Food City. That's just on the front. Let's flip it over to the back. More here at 12 o'clock midnight tonight when the store closes. Chicken leg quarters, sold in a 10-pound bag. Chicken leg quarters, $5 a pound today and today only. Tennessee Pride mild Tennessee Pride sausage patties, 30 to a box, 2 boxes per customer, $5 a box. John O' Gold apples, 8-pound bag for $5 today. Gatorade, 8-pack of 20-ounce bottles, limit 2, $5 today for 8-pack of Gatorade at all Food Cities. Full Circle extra virgin Full Circle olive oil, 17-ounce bottle, limit 2, $5 today. Velveeta family size shells and cheese, limit 2 per person, $5 today. Also, Simply Done disinfecting wipes, 150 count, one-day price today only, $5. It's a $5 Friday at Food City. Also, the red bottle of Simply Done laundry detergent, limit to a 100-ounce bottle, $5 a bottle today. Also, if you have cats, Fresh Step cat litter, an 8 to 14-pound box, limit to $5 today. And then last but not least is Cottonelle bath tissue or Viva paper towels. The paper towels are 6 rolls for $5, and the bath tissue is 12 rolls for $5. Limit to today at your Food City, $5 Food City Friday. They're here. They're in the house. My boys, right on schedule. Caleb and the Big Daddy, the Buddha, Zeb from Sprint. We'll be right back. Right after this, we're talking Sprint. Got some great deals these boys are going to tell you about. We'll do that right after you hear this. We're live again, show number 670. We're live Food City and Gray on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Do you like pulled pork? At Phil's, the pulled pork is cooked low and slow. We cook it all night, but we serve it fast. Our pulled pork is hickory smoked, tender and juicy. We serve the pork either as a sandwich on a bun or platter style with garlic toast. And don't forget to try our pork wings. They taste like a cross between ham and our sweet ribs. It comes as a meal, as an add-on, or part of our meat sampler platters. Pulled pork and pork wings. Just 2 great reasons to stop by Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit off I-26, 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, One call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call, and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're live again at Food City and Gray on a Food City Friday. Let's bring these boys in because we had them on the air the other day at Phil's Dream Pit, and they said, we want to come and be at Food City. Look at him.
That's right.
The Buddha Man, Zeb. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Tom?
Good. He's got his little, can you get that at Sprint?
You can actually, yeah. This tablet here I've got is on Sprint. It's the iPad Pro 12-inch. It's a pretty large tablet here.
Yeah, get a little show and tell. Look,
it's a big tablet.
That's it.
I'm a big guy. It's a big tablet
with big print, so people like me can read it because it's got bigger print. All right, got all kinds of things to talk about. Let's talk about the unlimited 5 lines for $100. Take it away. Tell me about it, big guy.
Well, if you're porting over from another carrier or you're just setting up service, must be a new account. You can do 5 lines for $100. And you can get 5 Motorola E4 phones too. So you could have 5 phones that include your devices for $100 a month. That's a killer deal right there we've got going on. We've also got the LG G Pad, which is a very nice Android tablet. It's got an 8-inch screen on it. Those are free right now, so you can't beat that. Still got that Samsung 50% off offer on. All the Galaxy phones are half off right now. The big thing that we still got going on is that credit union reimbursement. Okay, so excuse me. Credit union members can get reimbursed $100 if they set up service with us for each line.
Any credit union member.
Any credit union member. So say Tom joins Sprint over here. He's already with us, but let's say he joins again, or he adds a line of service to his account, and he needs to get some accessories for his phone. He can come in and you can get up to $100, and as long as he's a member of a credit union, we can get you reimbursed for that money.
There you go.
So,
one of our great sponsors, Sprint's joined us, Zeb Kobus. Now, Caleb's here behind us, and he maybe went shopping. He said he's going to do a little shopping-wise here, so
yeah.
He may be moseying over there and get a little lunch at the deli.
He's trying to feed that belly.
Trying to feed that belly. There
That's
you go.
right.
So, if you're a credit union member, you can get reimbursed for accessory sales up to $100 per line for being a member of any credit union and a Sprint customer, right?
Mm-hmm, that's correct. Now, that's for a new line of service. Existing members and existing lines also qualify. The existing lines are $50, so you're not missing out. You're still getting $50 worth of accessories. And you don't have to upgrade. If you want to come in and you want to buy some accessories, your existing customer, come on in. We'll set you up, and get you reimbursed.
Lease on Get One on the iPhone 8. Tell me about that.
Well, they just started this. So if you buy an iPhone 8, or you lease one rather, you get the second one for free. So the lease is on us, essentially. So anytime you buy an iPhone 8, one line of service has to be new, so you could, your husband could be upgrading, you could be adding one for your son. Your son's phone will be free.
So buy an iPhone 8.
Buy an iPhone 8, and you get an iPhone 8.
Second one is free.
Correct.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
For a limited time.
Yeah, one new line activation. So one of the phone numbers has to be new or being brought over from another carrier. And then one of them can be an upgrade. So
pretty simple. Buy an iPhone 8. It's brand new, too. This is a brand new part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Buy an iPhone 8, and the second one is free at your Sprint store. Again, located North Rome Street in Johnson City, where these guys work. And that's where we shop and trade, and love going in there and hanging out with them when I need to. I'm in there probably once every couple of weeks. Swing by and say hello to them.
Yeah, we've been doing some shows down there, too.
Yeah, like hanging with them. We did a show there last Saturday. Sprint says thanks, and had a good time. Was watching yet another, this time a couple, move their cell phone service from this time Verizon over to Sprint. That happened pretty regular?
It does. We did we already done a business account this morning. We switched them over from Verizon to Sprint. So
commercial or
residential. Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
Either one. We're talking to the big guys, Zeb Kobus. So also get an iPhone X for $30 a month. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so anybody that's adding a new line of service, you can get an iPhone 10 for $30 a month. Now this one does require that you're adding a new line of service. The normal price is $41.67, so you're getting an $11.67 discount a month. So that's a pretty good deal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a bad deal right there. But like I said, it does have to be a new line of service to get that one.
There's all kinds of deals out there at Sprint. Of course, it really just comes down to what you need and what it's kind of what really is the needs you have to.
Like I said, Tom, we tailor everything to you.
There you go. Like that. Hit that. I like it. I get another ring out. Little bell's a little cheesy, isn't it?
I like it.
Yeah, little cheesy bell. I like it. So they tailor everything to the customer. Good stuff. Now, if you are watching this show, you have a chance to get a discount on the accessories, aka Bluetooth chargers, Beats headphones, wireless chargers. Just mention the show, and you get 25% off the accessories, right?
That's correct. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, this is at the Sprint store in North Johnson City only. So don't go to the other ones and say you got to go in there where these guys are.
Mm-hmm.
25% off. It's right there in front of Longwood Steakhouse on North Rome Street in Johnson City. And you get 25% off a Bluetooth charger, any Bluetooth charger, or Beat headphones, or wireless chargers in stock. Can't beat it.
Yeah.
It's a good deal, 25% off.
It's a good deal, yeah.
What does a typical Beat headphone retail for? Give an idea.
Beats headphones, I think the Solo 3, they're about $300. So 25% off, that's pretty good savings.
$120 off.
25% off 300.
Yeah. Before 3 4s are 12. That's how I cipher in West Virginia. So
that's $75 off.
What'd I say? $120 off?
Yeah.
Well, I try to work all the angles. $75 off. Some Beats headphones.
Yeah.
And then you've got what's a Bluetooth charger run? Ballpark.
Well, I think this is actually supposed to say Bluetooth and then chargers.
Oh.
Bluetooth devices and chargers. Our Bluetooth, they range anywhere from about $30-$40, and you go on up. You can, the price is limitless there. The Beats are they're Bluetooth, so you can use those. They're $300. And then all the chargers, they range anywhere from about $20 to $40. The wireless chargers, those are on the discount as well. They're normally, we've got one for about $35, and they go on up from there. So
it's a good deal, folks. Oh yeah, open 7 days a week.
Especially any viewers out there, you come in and get some deals.
Absolutely. So if you're in the Tri-Cities, local, or if you're out of the state in that area and coming into Johnson City, stop by the Sprint store in North Rome Street and get 25% off all the Bluetooth chargers, Beats headphones, and wireless chargers in stock, just saying you heard the show. So, and why would you not? 25% right off the top by saying you heard the show. Pretty good discount.
Can't beat that.
I can't do it, but you can do it because you're watching and listening to the show. So consider that. Sprint store again, North Rome Street, is where you got to do it. right there in front of Longhorn Steakhouse in North Johnson City. Talking to my man, the Big Dog. Caleb. Caleb may not be on this segment today. He has disappeared.
May not be. He disappeared on us.
He's
that ain't
wolfing
surprising.
that meatloaf and mashed potatoes and gravy. And
yeah.
You boys had lunch yet?
No.
Oh, well, he may be over there wolfing down lunch. Because I don't. So go ahead and do the rest of it. I was going to let him do some of the specials, but you just go.
Well, I think that's it. We knocked it all out real quick.
You got it.
That's everything. Yeah.
Now, the LG G-Pad F2 8-inch tablet, which is free. Is
that's what we got you recently.
This is what I'm using right here. Check this out. Free. And there's the show on the show live on my tablet. So there you go. Cool. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Hello to Darius Hensley, by the way. Darius is taking me to Black Mountain on Monday for the show. Going to the Billy Graham Training Center at the Cove in Black Mountain on Monday for the show. Can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get over there and do that. So buy an iPhone 8, and the second one is free. That's a brand new promotion item for Sprint. Also, unlimited freedom plan, $100 for 5 lines. Tell us about that again.
Unlimited freedom for 5 lines, unlimited talk text data. One thing we didn't hit on before, though, was if you do that plan, it does come with Hulu for free. So if you like to stream, movies, TV shows, and we set you up on that plan, or you're an existing customer on that plan, you get Hulu for free. So come on in and see us, and we'll set that up for you.
That's the 5 lines?
Yep. Yep, free Hulu for that one. And then you also qualify for all the other phone promotions if you're setting up new service that we've noted today. Plus, if you want to, you can take advantage of the Motorola E4 phones. They're a pretty decent Android phone. It's got a 5-inch display. Pretty nice phone, especially for free. You really can't beat that.
Half off any Samsung Galaxy S8, S8 Plus, or Note 8 for new activations.
Mm-hmm. That's right, and that's a real good deal right there. I mean, you're looking at $1,000 phones right there for half off.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat that.
What's been the hot seller? I mean, what's been the big thing you guys have been moving this week?
Big thing, man, probably going to be...
since I saw you on Tuesday at Phil's Dream Pit, what's been hot since Tuesday?
It's probably going to be those iPhone 10s. They're going like hotcakes. We can't keep them in, especially now. And that was before they were on the promotion. Now they're $11.67 off. That's going to be hard for us to keep them in stock.
iPhone 10s.
iPhone 10.
There you go. I just got me a 7. Thought I moved up. Well, I did. I moved up from a 4 to a 7. Now I'm outdated again.
It's all right, Tom. Yeah.
But it's okay. I love my. What I get, a Galaxy?
Galaxy S7 Edge.
S7 Edge. Love it. Caleb turned me on to that, and it's I'm all about it. It's an awesome phone. Still learning all of the bells and whistles and tricks, but that's okay. I like it.
It's a nice phone. It works very well.
Yep. And I want to say hello to Renee McNeil, and getting ready to call my man Dave Martin up in Cincinnati. Christian Rushing, hello to you. Some other folks watching the show. Appreciate that very much. And I love my new phone. It's awesome. Thanks to these guys, turn me on to it. I appreciate it very much. Turn me on to my new phone and a new tablet too. It's pretty cool stuff. So I like it. So anyway, anything else you want to leave us with, Big Dog? What's your hours at the Sprint store?
Monday through Saturday, 10 to 8, and Sunday 12 to 5 currently. One thing I would like to add, though, if you are a business or a sole proprietor out there and you do something like that on the side and you don't have a tax ID, come see us. We can set you up with a business account without the tax ID. That's something that we're doing exclusively at Sprint. So
set up a business account
all
without a tax ID.
you people out there that are down at the flea market, there's a lot of people that come down from the flea market because, they run their own business. A lot of them don't have a tax ID.
So you can qualify as a business with Sprint without a tax ID, right?
Correct, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's good stuff. Good to know. All right, Big Dog, appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
You are the man. Don't know where Caleb's at, but we're going to take a break and bring our Food City store manager back in. Also going to Cincinnati, talk a little sports with Dave Martin. And also we'll come right back, and we've got a stack of stuff to finish up the show with. NBA, National Hockey League, some college football, NFL this weekend. Tell you all about that coming up next year, live Food City, as we work our way through show number 670, the Sprint store, North Johnson City, right there in front of Longhorn Steakhouse. My man's there, Zeb Kopus and Caleb Sparks. Love those guys. They do a great job. We appreciate them, and we'll be right back right after this on the Tom Doe Sports Show, live from Food City in Gray.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
Back on the Tom Doe Sports Show, guess who came up and said, I'm going to be on this show, and guess who left to go eat? He was making fun of Caleb defeating his belly, and so Zeb says, I'm gone. He's over there in the deli eating, and so Caleb was waiting to be on the show and kind of got axed out a little bit, and he said, I'm going to be on the show.
That's what it is. He just wants to be number one. He's afraid I steal a little bit of his thunder. That's all that it was.
All right, so here we go. Run them down for us again, some of the specials. How about the brand new one, the buy the iPhone 8 and the second one is free? Tell me about that.
So the iPhone 8, lease one, get one, works for the 8 Plus or the 8. Doesn't matter which one you want to go with. It works with it. So you can get 2 iPhone 8 Pluses and get one of them for free. It's a fantastic deal. You can't beat it.
And so that's a brand new one. That's
since Tuesday. That actually starts today. So
yep, since they were on the show. Tuesday, Phil's Dream Pit. Of course, when you come into Food City, the big tablecloth says Sprint across the front. One of our great sponsors here on the show, and love it. Of course, I'm a proud Card King member of Sprint. Love it, love it, love it. I've been a Sprint guy since Suncom, so it's been a while. All right, let's run them down. What is the name of the service? Is it Hulu? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Hulu, actually. The video,
Hulu?
the video streaming service Hulu. Kind of like Netflix, the other one, stuff like that. But you actually get it free now with your Sprint account. That's for existing customers, new customers, future Sprint customers, free Hulu.
Unlimited, 5 lines of unlimited data for $100.
Yep.
And you get 5 free Moto E4 phones, correct?
Absolutely. You can, if you want to go with the cheapest route possible. Say you own a business and you just need to be able to get in touch with your workers. We got free phones. We got free lines.
And if you're a small business person, Zeb told us, and you don't have a tax ID, come into Sprint anyway, because if you're a small business person, but you're not big enough to have a tax ID, you'll still work with them as a business.
Absolutely. Correct.
That's a great deal. That's a great
And
incentive.
you always get 100% American-based customer service, waive activation fees for the lifetime of the account. I mean, there's so many options that you can do with it. All you got to do is just bring in proof of that you have a business card, some sort like that, and we'll get you set up, no problem.
There you go. We're talking to our buddy Caleb Sparks, see on the screen, Zeb's eating lunch. We've got credit union members can get a really cool thing on Sprint too. Tell me about that.
So it's kind of like a reimbursement for the accessory sales for up to $100 per line. It's a pretty phenomenal deal, and the best part is that after, this is for new customers, after a year, Sprint's still going to end up giving you money just for being a credit union member, and that's still direct deposited into the bank account. Not on your Sprint bill, not on a gift card, actual money you get to spend.
Good stuff. Half off all Samsung Galaxy S8s, S8 Pluses, or Note 8s.
Mm-hmm.
What's been hot for you personally since you guys were with me Tuesday at Phil's Dream Pit?
I mean, it's usually about a 50-50 tie. Right now we have a lot of people with the new Samsung line that came out. Samsung has been absolutely killing it. Of course, iPhone's still always up there up top, but Samsung's slowly creeping up and gaining their momentum back. I mean, they're putting out some phenomenal phones, and they're hard to beat. They really are.
The iPhone 10, $30 a month for new activations. Tell me about that.
That is an absolute deal, considering that the price on the actual phone is ridiculously high. I mean, it's $41, $42 a month, just regular service. Get it for $30 a month. That's the same. That's cheaper than what you'll pay for an iPhone 8 Plus.
Wow, this is the brand new. How long has it been out? iPhone 10?
The iPhone 10 has been out since November, I believe, end of November.
Yep. iPhone 10, $30 a month for new activations at Sprint. Again, this store you got to go to is the Sprint store on North Roan Street, right in front of Longhorn Steakhouse. And then also, if you are watching the show and you want to take advantage of some discounts there, so let's say you get an iPhone 10 for $30 a month, a new activation, and then you want to get some Beat headphones or wireless charger or Bluetooth, all that's 25% off if you tell them you're watching the show or you've seen the show.
Yep. Just come on in and say, hey, we saw you on the Tom Taylor Show. We'll definitely hook you up 25% off every accessory you purchase.
Wow. 4th off of every accessory you purchase. All you do is say, hey, we're watching the show, and there's a whole list of folks here watching the show. So if any of these folks have a hankering to come in there to Sprint and get any of the accessories, you get 25% off. The Beats headphones, those are pretty nice, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. The Beats are phenomenal. I mean, they've been out. We just had recently started carrying them here in store. But, I mean, they're, and we can do competitive pricing and stuff, too. Come in, let us know what we can do.
Yep. These guys are there, and Rena, they're there 7 days a week. What are the hours of the Sprint store?
So right now, we're currently open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 8. Currently, right now, we're open on Sundays, 12 to 5, but that will be changing to 12 to 6. They just haven't gave us an exact date as to when it's changing, but it is coming soon. Some more hours.
In closing, I'm going to get out of the way and let him take it and run it from top to bottom, starting the Unlimited Freedom Plan. Listen to everything they got going on right now at Sprint. Here's my man, Caleb Sparks. Boom, it's yours.
So what we got going on, as Tom said before, we got the Unlimited Freedom Plan, $100 for 5 lines. Plus, you can also get 4 or up to 5 Moto E4 phones for free. All you got to do is come in, add the new lines of service, we can get you taken care of. Which is, again, that's great for any customer who owns a business, small business, big business. Any way you can save money, I mean, that's the name of the game, is to try and save what you can and make what you can. We also have the free G-Pad. It's the LG G-Pad F2 8-inch tablet. It is free with monthly service. It is unlimited as well, so wherever you have Sprint service, you will have service with that tablet.
And that is this one right here.
Tom's got a great example of that one.
There it is.
He loves his tablet.
There we are on the show. We've
also got the half off of the new activations for the S8, the S8 Plus, or the Note 8. Come in and ask us how we can actually get you set up with that. And again, for anybody who's looking to do an upgrade, come in and give us a shout. Let us check your account and see what we can do, because you may have an offer on there to where you can get that same half off offer. It's just kind of it's Sprint's new way of kind of going through and taking care of the people who have been there for a while instead of just new customers.
Yep.
We also got the credit union reimbursement for the accessories, up to $100 per line for just being a credit union member. It does not matter which one. Also switch over to Sprint and we'll do your buyout as well. So if you owe up to $650 per phone, don't worry about that huge bill that you'll have with Verizon, because we're going to cover what we can of that. So if you owe $400, $500, up to $650, we'll cover it, as long as you have a good working phone to turn in, no broken screen, etc., stuff like that. We also have the lease one, get one iPhone 8 going on right now, which is a phenomenal deal. So come in, purchase 2 phones, only pay for one. We also have the iPhone 10 for $30 a month. I mean, that's cheaper than an iPhone 8 Plus. I mean,
wow.
that's a hard deal to beat. Also, not to mention, come in, let us know you're watching the show. 25% off all accessories for anybody who is viewing Tom's show, and let us know that they saw us on camera. So
there you go. It's just that easy. That's some great deals at the Sprint store, North Roan Street, North Johnson City. That's the store you got to go to, in front of Longhorn Steakhouse where these guys work. And again, there are other Sprint stores in the Tri-City, but the one we deal with and work with, obviously, is the one they work at. And that would be the one in North Johnson City.
That's it.
Excuse me. How was that Phil's Dream Pit on Tuesday?
Oh man, it was delicious. I had a good time up there.
Yeah.
Couldn't pass up the sampler platter.
Sampler platter.
It was good.
Oh yeah. What'd you get?
Ribs, brisket, and pork.
Ribs, brisket, and pork. So,
yep.
There you go. Good stuff. With some taters. He's
Thanks,
the man.
sir.
Yes, sir. Zeb's over there feeding his face. We'll take a break.
He's somewhere. He's disappeared. We don't know yet. He probably fell in the buffet.
He fell in the buffet.
That's what it is.
There you go. It'd have to be a pretty big buffet for the Zeb monster to fall into the buffet.
Yeah, he got a big appetite, though.
He's a big boy, too. He's a growing boy. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We are live here at Food City in Gray. Caleb Sparks with Sprint. Got some great deals going on at Sprint. North Roan Street, North Johnson City, right in front of Longhorn Steakhouse. We'll be right back with more here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology has just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back live, here we are on the phone. Our buddy Dave Martin from WLW Radio in Cincinnati, the big one, AM 700, WLW. And good afternoon, my good friend. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me on your show again, Tommy. And sounds like you're busy wheeling and dealing down there, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, talking to my boys from Sprint. Got some great deals. Got the iPhone 10 out right now, the brand new phone, for $30. Man, that's a great deal. And then buy an iPhone 8, you buy one, get one free. So good stuff. But you're up there, and you can't come down here and get those phones. We can talk a little Cleveland Cavalier basketball for a second, and also we'll talk some Cincinnati Reds and also some Dale Jr. NASCAR. But first, let's take a look at the Cavaliers beating a 13-win team yesterday by only 1 point. Orlando 13-32. They beat them 1-0. What was the final score? 104-103. Not exactly a blowout for the Cavaliers. What's going on with the Cavs right now, big guy?
Well, there's a lot of finger pointing going on right now. About the best way I can sum it up is that you got about 3 or 4 guys on the Cavs that are out of shape. There's no question about that. Little Isaiah Thomas, he kind of has hit a wall. You know, he had 2 big games when he first came back, playing about 20, 25 minutes. He looked real good, but now he's even admitted that his legs just are not there to give him what he really needs, and he says it's going to be a process. He said he didn't realize that you just can't get in game shape by riding a bike and sitting in the whirlpool, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, you got to give him a pass. There's no question about that. Derrick Rose still hasn't come back. I think he would definitely add something to the Cavs backcourt, because if he puts his mind to it, he can still be a top-notch guard and be a valuable guy coming off the bench. But a couple other guys, when they came off the injury list, is that Big Thompson, that I guess he's still palling around with the Kardashians. That's the kiss of death right there. He can't rebound no more. You know, can't put down the Big Macs or whatever, the Kentucky Fried Chicken or whatever he's chomping on. He's packed on about, 30 or 40 pounds. They won't admit to it, but hell, you can see him waddle up and down the court. You know what galls me about it is, LeBron, went to bat for him, I think it was a couple years ago, for him to get paid more money. You know, he cried and whined and bellyache, and LeBron, told the owner that, he thinks he's got the pockets that never end, that, we really need him. He's so valuable, this and that. And as soon as he signed that big contract, like a lot of these flunkies there in the NBA, they ain't worth a damn. And, of course, LeBron did the same thing with J.R. Smith. And now J.R. Smith, he can't play no more D, or don't want to play no D. And if everybody's wondering to know what's wrong with the Cavs, I mean, you can sum it up real easy. If you can't play no stinking defense, you don't want to play no defense, and you're going to be getting beat by these bunch of rum-dums. And you just can't live on your O the whole time. I mean, even I'll give credit to the snowflakes out there in Golden State. I mean, those guys will still, hunker on down and play tough D when they have to. And that's why they're playing such good ball and they're winning ball games, is everybody knows they can score, but, they will play some D. And the same thing with the Houston Rockets. and them being as tough as what they are. The guys, when they have to, will hunker down and play some D. And I don't care what sport you're talking about. If you can't play any defense, or you don't have any defense, you're going to just be one of the teams in the pack. And I guess I know we haven't been following the NFL, but the Pittsburgh Steelers, the team that used to have the steel curtain and stuff, what a joke. They give up, 48 points at home against
Jags.
Against the Jags with a quarterback that on most teams he'd be third string, but he's a starter in the NFL, and that's not taken away. He guided them to a victory. But, I mean, so we're just living in a different time era. It's all about, big salaries and getting FaceTime, because you dunk the basketball with nobody around you and what have you. But I think the Cavs overall, they still got awful good talent, and they actually were playing better when they had three of those guys sitting on the bench because of injuries. And the Cavs were counting on their second team led by Dwayne Wade, and they were hustling more. They were playing better team ball, moving the ball around. They were double teaming on defense, helping guys out. So, I still think the Cavs are going to be the class of the East, but right now it's definitely not a good time, and a lot of the fans are getting up in arms about it, and that may have something to do with LeBron was going to hang around for a few more years or not,
Exactly. Pitchers and catchers report Major League Baseball. We'll switch gears and talk to our buddy. Of course, he works at the home of the Reds, the big one, AM 700, WLW, the flagship station, and the Reds Caravan. For folks out there may not know down here because they don't come here in East Tennessee, but what exactly is the Reds Caravan, and what is it they're getting ready to go out on the road and do that? Is that correct?
Yeah, usually the Reds Caravan consists of it's a combination of maybe 6-7 players, and usually one of the members of the broadcast team will tag along. Not necessarily King Marty. Marty needs his vacation time and stuff, but maybe the old cowboy might tag along with him. But yeah, they go around and make some different stops, around Ohio, and pose with some pitchers, and occasionally maybe talk to some fans. I mean, back in the good old days, the guys would be out there hanging out with the fans and taking pictures and autographs or whatever, but it seems like nowadays players don't seem like they want to have that much interaction with the fans, which kind of scolds at me a little bit. And it's almost the same old thing. As soon as they start making all that money, they think they're better than everybody else. But the Reds are going to get out there and do some PR because, baseball teams, especially if you're a middle tier type of team, you need all the good publicity you can get. And I would think you'd want to be out there and really beating the bushes to get the fans that want to come out there and go to some ball games and listen to you on the radio and support you. Buy your hats and jerseys and what have you and stuff. So I'm going to try to at least attend one or two of them and see how friendly the guys are. But, because we talked about it. What is it? 30 days or so before they report to training camp?
Yeah, most pitchers and catchers report 13th and 14th of February, so inside of 30 days because the Reds train in Goodyear, Arizona. So when you're at the big one, when you're working there, do you ever get a chance to, you ever see Marty Brennaman, the voice of the Reds, in the hallway, or the Cowboy Jeff Brantley? I know you work overnights, but you ever see those guys in around the studio or in the station?
Well, I see pictures of them, but I think there's a cardboard cutout of Marty, and I've seen a couple pictures of him. I can't really describe the pictures because he's sitting in a wheelbarrow being shoved by I think Joe Nuxall, and didn't look like Marty had any clothes on. So I don't know if that was some kind of thing. The Emperor doesn't have any clothes or whatever. But yeah, I don't really see him around the studio now. I guess apparently Marty will make a grand appearance once in a blue moon. Of course, that'd be in the daytime. I'm sure he's getting his valuable shut-eye in the evening and stuff and resting his voice. But yeah, I never really see him around there.
We're talking to our buddy Dave Martin live at WLW Radio in Cincinnati. So my man Dale Jr. is heading off. They got this guy. This tells me, I don't know, this tells me that ratings, they can't sell tickets to go to Korea for the Winter Olympics. And so now they got, they got Dale Jr. going over there
yeah.
to
Can you blame him? Hey, Tommy, can you...
Go ahead.
Can you blame them on that? Not want to go to Korea?
No.
I mean,
with the Rocket Man,
they scared the hell out. Yeah, they scared the hell out of him over there in Hawaii with some dumbass pushed the wrong button or something and sent out a warning. And hell, they were running around and crashing cars and hiding in sewers and and scrambling around because they thought they were getting the big one. It was going to get launched on them and everything like that. And that little rocket man's got them all carrying on. So I don't know if I'd want to go there to Korea. You see, I hope Dale knows what he's doing, but I think everything's going to be okay. But, I mean, let me ask you the simple question. Does anybody even care about the Olympics anymore?
Not me. But anyway, they're going to send Dale Jr. over to cover the the bobsledding venue and the speed skating venue. Now, why would you send, well, I know why they're sending. The guy's the most popular driver in NASCAR. They figure if he goes over there, somebody's going to watch the Olympics because Dale Jr.'s there. It's a marketing ploy, but beyond that, I don't know why he's going. But, no, I don't. In all seriousness, the people down here, I haven't heard one person say, man, I can't wait till the Winter Olympics start. Most people don't know. Most people don't care, I don't think. And so we'll see.
No.
It, I think it's kind of past its prime, the Olympics, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So, anyway, before I let you go, I'm running out of time here. Tell me how we can hear Dave Martin on 700 WLW in Cincinnati.
Well, yeah, I'll be doing the Saturday night show. I actually was on last night filling in for Mr. Steve Summers, and I'll be filling in again Sunday night, but then I'll be doing the Saturday night gig, and you'll be hanging out with me for at least a half hour. And we'll talk sports and maybe talk a little bit of politics, because right now it seems like if you're not following Donald Trump, you're not keeping up on what's going on in the news. And there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Last night we were loaded with everybody wanting to put their 2 cents in there. But it's on 700 WLW, and anybody can listen to it around the country. Most people can pick it up on their AM radio, which people still have AM radios. But you can also hear it on iHeartRadio, which is that easy app on your computer or on your phone. So you talked about your Sprint smartphones. Anybody can put the free app on there. You can listen to any radio station around the country. So I get a great number of people, especially the truckers, that listen all across the country. They Bluetooth it in their stereo system, and they pick it up live. And plus, I take phone calls. I got people call all over the country, and even up in Canada, we get some of the Canadians listening to the show and call on in. So we have a good old time. But, I talk sports, and I talk trucking, and we talk bikes and music and festivals, and season will be rolling around. I mean, Daytona Bike Week, that's not that far off. And, of course, the Super Bowl racing down there in Daytona Beach. Have you still decided whether you're going to head down to Daytona or not this year?
I don't know if I'm going to do Daytona this year. I'm going to be ready for Bristol. Of course, it's 86 days out of the Food City 500. So, hey, got to run. We're going to talk to you tomorrow night. We'll be on your show, American Truckers Network, on 700 WLW. Can't wait. I'll talk to you then, all right?
Sounds good. I look forward to it. Thanks, Tommy.
Yep.
See you.
You're a good
Take
man
care,
right
brother.
there. Yep. I appreciate it very much. Our buddy Dave Martin from WLW Radio in Cincinnati on the big one, the home of the Reds. So he said the Reds caravan's getting ready to go out on the road, and that'd be cool. Wish I could go up there and see the Reds and meet and see Marty Brenneman, the voice of the Reds, and the Cowboy Jeff Bradley. But we can't. We just got to stay here and hang out with Dale. So let's get Dale on. Not Junior, but Hammett. Boom, there he is. Hey, Bubba.
Hey, Bubba, how are you?
Back one more time. I love it.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here.
Yep. There we go.
Makes my day.
Yeah, makes my day, too, for you to come by. So, one more time, the $5 Friday. Tell me about it, would you please?
Okay, $5 Friday starting out. We've got the Pick 5 that's normally $19.99. We have $5 off this today, so the one-day price is $14.99 for 5 items in the meat department. We also have a New York strip for $5 a pound. We have the Pepsi products. The 6-pack half-liter bottles are 3 for $5. We have fruit and vegetable trays made in the produce department that are $5 each. Pinty's frozen chicken is $5 a bag. The strawberry shortcakes made fresh here in the bakery are $5. The Vienna sausage 6-packs are 2 for $5. We have selected varieties of Food Club shredded cheese for $5 a bag. We have the At Ease frozen pizza bites that are $5 a bag. Lux pinto beans are 10 cans for $5. Maxwell House coffee, $5 a can. We have the 10-pound bag of Golden Leaf chicken leg quarters in the meat department that are $5. The 30-count box of Tennessee Pride sausage patties are $5. Johnny Gold 8-pound bagged apples, $5. The 8-pack of 20-ounce Gatorade is $5. Hershey's Candy, Full Circle, Olive Oil, Nabisco Snacks, the family-sized Velveeta shells and cheese, Simply Done laundry detergent, Fresh Step cat litter, Cottonelle tissue, or Viva paper towels, all for $5.
There you go. Whew. Got them in, didn't you, Bubba?
Got it all.
What's been hot so far? You've been watching
So far,
checkout.
the fruit and vegetable trays out of the produce, $5 a piece. They're doing really good. And strawberry shortcakes, we're selling a lot of those too for $5.
I'm getting ready to go get me a fruit tray here before I take off. As soon as I get done with the show, in about 5 or 6 minutes.
Make sure you get blueberries. Good for your brain.
What?
Blueberries. Good for your brain.
Blueberries good for my brain. Makes me smarter. It's just good for your brain.
Good for your brain. I don't know if it's anything. Well, we won't go
Easy.
back. We ain't got enough time. Show's about over.
Don't hurt an old man's feelings. So.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
So, the Reds Caravan. You gonna go watch the Reds play this year, any?
I'd like to. Yes. I'm trying to figure out a day you could go when it's not 127 degrees. It gets hot in Cincinnati.
And it bakes too.
It does. Yeah. It bakes.
You just sit there and sweat.
I'm waiting for them to make the playoffs so we can go in the fall.
I believe I'd go ahead and play. Try to get up there in the summer if I were you. I don't believe that's it. If
Spring training might be the way to go.
Yeah, if you're waiting to get into the playoffs with the Reds in the fall, I think I'd go ahead and I'd check that summer schedule for you.
That's one thing about it. You can go ahead and change to football real early being a Reds fan.
You can switch over to UT pretty quick.
Real quick.
Reds are usually mathematically eliminated about May.
May.
Yeah,
May.
Unfortunately. But maybe this year they can surprise us. But
well, it still makes us feel good when you watch Major League Baseball. Every other team has all of our stars. I can hear you now.
All the other teams have the former Reds players.
That's
it. Stars.
Yeah. Anybody that's out there, we can pull for them.
Because they got Reds on their team. That's good. We've traded everybody off.
That's it.
Yeah. So
we could have an all-star team
of non-Reds players,
or previous
Reds players. Yes. Yeah, it's good.
You know, of the bobbleheads, I have like 7 bobbleheads. None of them still with the Reds. I've had to paint them, change them. Yeah. I had to paint pinstripes on Frazier.
That's it. Yep. All these guys that bobblehead doll promotions, and they've been since traded from Cincinnati to XYZ.
I still got Homer.
Yeah. Cozart.
Yeah.
Cozart's, where's he at now? San Francisco Giant?
Yep. Yeah. And Cueto's, he's still at the Giants. Mm-hmm. Cueto's at the Giants. Frazier's with the Yankees. Chapman's with the Yankees.
You got 7 bobblehead dolls, and none of them are Reds now.
Exactly.
That's good. That tells you right there about your franchise.
Call them vintage.
Collector's items.
Yes.
Vintage Reds bobblehead dolls
yes.
that nobody cares about because they're not with the Reds anymore. You still got, who did you say you still got? Votto?
I've got Votto.
Hamilton?
Yeah, I've got Hamilton.
I got you Billy Hamilton, didn't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got him Hamilton a couple of years ago, and which is good looking because isn't that the one who's running like getting ready to slide in the base?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good
and I got the double on Homer.
Yeah. Oh, Homer Bailey.
Yeah, he got a double for his 2 no-hitters.
Oh, for his
they cost us what, $14 million each?
Yeah, because he hadn't pitched in 4 or 5 years.
That's exactly right.
Still getting a check.
He's a smart man.
Yeah. And you've created a new name for our boy in North Korea. I like it. Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Yeah. I've asked everybody since you've been up here, would you go to not one single person said, if you gave me tickets to fly to North Korea or to Korea for the Winter Olympics, could care less. I don't know if anybody.
Do you get round trip or is it one way or?
No, over there at Rocket Man, you get to hang out with Dennis Rodman and the Rocket Man.
Oh, cool.
Shoot hoops.
Shoot hoops, yeah.
Eat some sushi. And hang with the Rocket Man.
That's it.
And hope you don't say anything wrong in front of him because he'll have you put out in prison camp.
But they do have professional dancers. They're coming to the Olympics.
No, they're the North Korean professional dancers
are coming to the
are they really?
Olympics, yes.
Well, that's the reason to jump on a bird and fly to go see the North Korean professional dancers.
That's exactly right.
Oh,
they're up to date.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Is it a boy ensemble or a girl ensemble?
Girls.
Girls?
I believe it's all girls.
Girl dancers, the North Korean professional dancers going to be in the Winter Olympics.
Right.
I like
the Rocket Man.
With the Rocket Man.
Yeah.
Now, you think he'll be there in the opening ceremonies? Will he be welcome in South Korea?
I don't know. I don't believe he'll step across the line.
No. I think he may be waving from afar. Yeah, the Rocket Man.
Waving from a missile.
On top of a missile. There you go.
There you go.
All right. We'll do a little bit more sports when we get out of here. I'm doing overtime today.
Hey,
'cause I'm hanging out with my man. I'm 20 minutes over.
Hey.
I'm hanging with my man, Dale Hammett.
We'll put
Dale
a little
Byron.
extra on your check this week.
You what?
We'll put a little extra on
Oh,
your
I just
check.
want a fruit tray. You're going to give me a fruit tray.
No, you got a bottle of water.
Don't push it.
Don't push it. That's exactly right.
All right. Behave yourself. See you
I'll
soon.
try it, brother. Be
He's
good.
the man.
Thanks.
Love him. He's hilarious.
Come back as soon as you can.
Come back when you ain't got to stay longer.
That's it.
That's what he used to say.
Don't
So,
leave mad. Just leave.
Just leave.
Yep.
Don't go away. Don't go away mad. Just go away.
That's it.
There you go. All right, let's run down some NBA before we get out of here because we're going to set sail. Of course, the NFL championship coming up this weekend on Sunday. We don't talk much about the NFL, but here we go. The early game on Sunday, Jacksonville, New England. 12-6 Jags, 14-3 New England, 3:05 on CBS. Second game, 6:40 on Fox. 6:40 will be a kickoff time on Sunday night. Minnesota 14-3 and Philadelphia 14-3, and the two winners will play in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks in Minneapolis. Ironically enough, if the Vikings win on Sunday, they will be playing in the stadium that's hosting the, which would be a heck of a thing.
Hey,
Hosting the
this
Super Bowl.
just in. Tom Brady will play.
He will play.
He will play.
He's been wearing red gloves in practice to protect him, so they don't hit him anymore. He jammed his hand. Somebody hit him. Can you imagine going over and telling Belichick that you just jammed Tom Brady's hand and it's swollen up and it's you have to quit practice? Can you imagine going in and telling Belichick that, hey, coach, sorry, but I hit Brady and jammed his hand?
Yeah, that'd be
When
like
did that
having
go?
to go back and being a saint and missing that tackle.
I think I'd rather tell the Rockin' Man something in North Korea and go tell Belichick that I hurt Brady.
He may be over with it. He may be playing for Rocket Man next year.
Oh, all right. Let's run them down for you real quick. We have for you the NBA coming up tonight. You have San Antonio, Toronto, Miami at Brooklyn, Sacramento and Memphis, Washington and Detroit against the Pistons, Phoenix at Denver, the Knickerbockers at Utah, and Indiana against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And so that's what's going on there. And we are out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. We'll rejoin you Monday. We'll be in Black Mountain, North Carolina, broadcasting live there at the Billy Graham Training Center at the Cove. First time anybody's ever been in there that is non-affiliated with the Billy Graham. Of course, they have their own radio station, but they have invited us to come over and do the show from there on Monday, and we will be there, broadcasting live on Monday. Tuesday, where we're going to be Tuesday? I think we're going to be at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance on Tuesday. Next Wednesday will be, Tuesday, yet to be determined. Wednesday going to be a Chick-fil-A. Thursday going to be a Champion. Friday going to be back at Food City, this time Volunteer Parkway. So we're going to be busy next week as well. And so I want to say thanks to my man, Big Daddy Dale Hammett, coming out there and hanging with him. These $5 sale goes until midnight tonight at all Food Cities across the 130-plus store chain across 4 states. And, of course, that would be home base in Virginia and Tennessee and Kentucky and Georgia. And who's to say we won't be going to another state soon, expanding? You just never know with Food City. So, anyway, out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Our guest again today, Ryan Presnell, baseball coach at Elizabeth, at the big silent auction dinner tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at Elizabeth High School. We'll be there. Can't beat a dinner. Some good country cooking food and a silent live auction of over 100 baskets they're bidding on, or you can bid on for $5 to get in. I'm in there. I'm going to grub out pretty good on that one. Also, Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reporter. Also, Dave Martin joining us, as always, from WLW Radio in Cincinnati. We'll be on WLW tomorrow night, as we are every Saturday night. We'll be there at midnight on the American Trucker Network talking NASCAR with Dave on 700 WLW. We do it every week, and it's always a lot of fun. And also, my man, Big Daddy Dale Hammett, the store manager at Food City. Out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours till we greet you Monday from Black Mountain, North Carolina. We will say have a great weekend. Stay warm, enjoy these warmer temperatures, and as always, win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 670 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show that said it would never last. We'd be going strong. Until Monday, so long, everybody.